Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Hope you all enjoying a very beautiful Sunday. And hope you all had a great week. I'm back, Mizzle 14 here. What's up for another Mizzle Talks? And y'all saw the thumbnail, so we got 4 shows to talk about. I know I was about to do 3 or 4 shows. Real Housewives of Potomac, Remembrance Huntsville, Cherish the Day, and Fiancé. If you haven't so far, please subscribe to the subscribe button down below. If you're new, appreciate all new subscribers. Appreciate all the returning subscribers who can be supporting my lives and support my content. I really appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button down below. Also follow my social media platforms on Instagram, Mr. Grown. Twitter, Mizzle_Grown. And then my Discord is Mizzle14, #3488. And the link to my Discord is down below in the description box. So if y'all want to follow me on Discord, please go there as well, because I do a lot of watch-alongs. We discuss about things over there, and we interact a lot on Discord. So follow me there. What's up, y'all? What's up? How's y'all going? How's it doing? Where's everyone at? Let's go. Let's get into it. Hold up. Let me get off of this. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Yep, we here, we back. So we got 2 lives today. One, this is now after Mizzle Talks at 4 o'clock, and we got another one at 10 o'clock when we talk about the Mo on Mizzle Social Corner. So join me in both my lives so we can discuss these things. Yeah, I'm drinking juice today, y'all. Mango. Hey, CM Boo, what's up? All right. All right, let's do the show's update first, because we got some things to discuss and get out there, because it's a lot of things, and then we get into the shows. All right, so we got Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4 is on Saturdays, and we're gonna discuss that tonight. The latest episode, Fiancé season 3 is on Saturdays. We're gonna discuss the latest episode as well. We'll have Rock the Potomac season 7 on Sundays on Bravo TV, and we're gonna discuss the premiere episode in this live today. I didn't do it at the time, so it's the premiere episode. My review will be today. The Oval season 4 is on Tuesday on BET. Yeah, I'm gonna do watch-alongs to the Oval and everything, and probably do that on Wednesday afternoon and watch that, and also watch Cherish today on Wednesday afternoon before I go to work. And then Cherish today as well. Season 2 is on Tuesdays on OWN. Love is Blind season 3 premieres on Wednesday, October 19th on Netflix. So yes, we will talk about it. We will watch alongs, and we will talk about Love is Blind. And I'll get the update on that in a minute. The Sinner season 4 is on Netflix. I discussed what The Sinner was in a couple of last reviews, so y'all go back and check that out. But we will discuss the latest season of season 4 of The Sinner. I really appreciate it. I love the storylines. The detective Ambrose, he solves, and it's so like very unique storyline because it's not about who done it, it's about why they do it. What's the reason behind it? It's the motive, the reason behind the motive of their actions, and that's what makes it interesting. It is always 8 episodes each season. All right. The School for Good and Evil premieres Wednesday, October 19th on Netflix. We're gonna watch it and we're gonna discuss that movie as well. The Mo on Netflix, we will discuss that tonight on 10 o'clock on Mr. Social Corner. So if y'all haven't watched it, I told y'all a couple of times to catch up on it. So when we discuss it tonight, we can talk about it, give our opinions and our feedback on that. Wednesday premieres on Netflix on November 23rd. That's The Addams Family. It's centered around Wednesday and her storyline, her backstory. So can't wait. Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities is on Netflix. Premieres on Tuesday, October 25th. And I saw the trailer of it. And I like stuff like that. Y'all know I like to watch like thrillers, stories, and horror and stuff like that. So it gave me some things to talk about because it's so interesting. It tells stories that bring to life. It gave me kind of like a Crypt, tells the Crypt kind of vibes and stuff like that. And it looked like it's well produced. So I can't wait to see it. We got movie night on Thursdays. Movie night on Thursdays. We have been keeping up with the scary horror movie nights. And yeah, this past Thursday, we watched Halloween Ends. Hey, Dominique, boo. We watched Halloween Ends and another. We watched 2 movies this past Thursday because each movie was like an hour, so it wasn't that long. And so this week, Thursday, we're going to watch the season 1 of the Chucky series that was on Peacock, which I never knew it existed. I mean, I was seeing the pictures of the doll, Chucky doll, and I said, that Chucky doll hair is laid. I said, who the hell laid that doll hair, child? That was funny. They laid his part. And now it's kitty cat. I know the new season came out, but I ain't gonna watch the new season until I catch up with the first season. So this Thursday we're gonna start watching the Chucky series. That's on Peacock. And Wednesday night. I ain't watching that. I ain't playing. Yes. This Wednesday night, we're going to be watching The School for Good and Evil. It's a movie, and I said I want to discuss it on Mr. Social Corner, so we will. So I'll give you an update on that in a minute. So we're gonna watch it on Wednesday. I'm gonna take notes. We're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna give a discussion where we can. And then on tomorrow, I will premiere my review of the season 7, episode 2 of Potomac tomorrow around 8 o'clock. Remember, a premiere means I pre-recorded it and we will watch it together. We will watch it together and make comments in the comment section together. So it will be pre-recorded. It's not a live. It's a premiere review. The only thing about it is that we can watch it together and we can make comments together on an episode based on my review. Okay. Sunday, October 23rd. That's next Sunday. Mizzle Talks will be Love and Marriage Huntsville, Fiancé, Cherish today, and we're gonna finish the last 2 episodes of the Mo. We're gonna see who the Mo is. We're gonna see the winner, our final thoughts, and everything. But tonight we're gonna talk about the first 8 episodes of Mr. Social Corner. All right. And yeah, Twitter, y'all. If y'all appreciate the content, because I know I see a lot of people reviewing my lives on Twitter. If you feel free, go to client and click that subscribe button. Click the link on my profile of Twitter, on my YouTube channel, and then hit the subscribe button when you get here. Join the chat, join the family. Yeah, somebody just told me about that, but we do a brief talk about it when we talk about Potomac. I don't know the details, so I'm just going to mention it. Sunday, October 23rd, Mr. Social Corner will be the movie and series talk about The School for Good and Evil on Netflix. So next Sunday is Mr. Social Corner. We will talk about that movie, The Good and Evil. So this Wednesday we'll watch the movie, and then Sunday we're going to talk about it. Okay. Next Sunday, October 30th, right? Next Mr. Social Corner will be Love is Blind Season 3 on Netflix, a live discussion. So, October 30th, Mr. Social Corner. So I give you time, so y'all know I will be talking about it on the 30th of October. So y'all have no reason to say, oh, I didn't let y'all know. We're going to talk about Love is Blind Season 3. Whatever episodes has come out until that discussion, we discuss. And Sunday, November 6th, Mr. Social Corner will be The Sinner. Season 4 on Netflix is a live review and recap. So there's 8 episodes, so y'all can watch that and cover like a day or two, or one day if y'all are more so inclined. So it gave you ample time to watch it, so we can have a discussion on November 6th. And yeah, if y'all want to do watch-alongs with me, y'all let me know, and I'll set some dates so we can talk about it, and we can watch it together. All right, that's it. All right, if any other shows and stuff that come out that y'all see, y'all interested, y'all can always hit me up. Y'all know. Y'all let me know, because I don't always keep up with everything that's out there. But if y'all know I might be interested in it, y'all let me know, and I'll research it and I'll put it on my list. All right, let's stop the screen and let's get to the shows. I guess more people will start coming in afterwards. So we got 4 shows to talk about, and I'm trying to give each show a good amount of time to discuss and talk about. Let's go. Cherish today. So we will first talk about Cherish today. Then next is Fair Fiancé, The Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then Real Housewives of Potomac. So then we'll do Cherish today first. And if you don't watch the show, you can still participate in the discussions. I like the interaction. I like to feel like I'm only talking to myself, y'all. Let's interact and let's talk. All right, let's go. 16. 50. So Cherish today, like I said, is our own. I watched the series. I had watched season 1, and now this is season 2. and it's good so far. It's produced by Ava DuVernay, so y'all know she does some good shows and everything. And it's an anthology of love stories. So each season is its own storyline, so it's not a continuation from a previous season. So you don't have to watch the first season to watch second season, and so forth and so forth and so forth. But uh, we be dry. I love it. I love it. Hey, I love it. I forgot to. But see, I know you're always here, so I don't care. It's on mine. You don't have to comment. It's just like as long as I make y'all understand that it's so great. I love it. You know, I be talking junk sometimes and everything. The support is what it matters. All right, y'all. So Cherish the Day. So this is season 2. So I put the actual couple. So every week I'm just gonna put their picture because no other characters and stories is really that important that much, but these two, because each storyline is based on a couple in their journey. So you don't really need to know everybody else's faces. So these two is the main ones you got to know. His name is Ellis, right here. This is Ellis. If I cut off my camera, this Wi-Fi thing is acting okay. This is Ellis, and this is Sunday. So if I say Ellis on Sunday, this is their names. All right. All right, so we all know that Ellis and Sunday had a history with each other. They used to date in high school, and you know he cheated on her and everything, and she felt everybody about it. Basically it was like the first love and first relationship and all that stuff like that. So she really felt some way about that, about the humiliation, about he cheated, that he was going to basketball, and that didn't work out for him because I think after he explained more a little bit about it, I think he said it was not good it was not in the cards for him. So he became but he became a plumber, and she's like a chef and she owns a restaurant and stuff like that. So you know, and they right in a successful way because that's that. So this episode, we saw that Ellis, he dropped his daughters off because he got 2 kids and he about to be divorced soon because his wife that he was married to basically cheated on him. So the karma came back around and bite him in the behind because he's poured into her. Well, first, like he mentioned that she poured into him about his dream and his stuff like that. And then when she started had a dream, he poured into her. But you know, then she started falling for someone else. So it's like now they're getting divorced soon. So he dropped his daughters off at her house because it's the weekend with the moms. And I guess the teenage daughter, she was asking, "Oh, you can still be around?" Because they had like a pre-arrangement of watching the games together, stuff like that. And what dude, he said, "It's all right. It's all your mom and all stuff like that." He said, "No, he had to work all day." That's what he keeps saying. He had to work all day. Now, the soon to be ex-wife, Anastasia. If y'all don't know what she look like, she's Lavita from Steve Harvey's show, you know. And Terry Vaughn, her name is Terry Vaughn, and she was like, "Where you going? What you doing there?" Or something like that. He said he working all day. She said, "Oh, so I'm not smelling fresh cologne." And I would say, where you going on drippy with cologne? Like, don't be wrong. I wear cologne too when I go to work and everything, but I'm not too strong too. Like I ain't pressing anyone. But you know, you got smell good. But she know he usually don't be wearing cologne like that. So you know, gotta be something going on. So that's that. So we have Sunday with her father house, and you know she always thinking that it's something going more than what it is because she think that her father is like losing his mind or senile or something like that. I don't think he is. I think he just in his prime. He's sitting there. He's lacking his days. He do miss his wife that passed away, but other than that, he's good. And you know, last week we were saying that he was supposed to move to Atlanta, but he don't want to move to Atlanta. He's in New Orleans, so it's not like he don't want to forget move. He want to stay where he's at. So Ellie's supposed to be fixing the bathroom, even though they got like 2 other bathrooms, and it was like, listen, we don't need to let that go. The father said, let that thing go. We don't need that bathroom be done, or stuff like that. But Ellie said your wife, your ex-wife, put a lot of decorating and put a effort in these bathrooms. She took care of the house. So you want to preserve her memories by keeping this bathroom up to date and everything. And he said, you know what, you're right. So Sunday supposed to go to her grandma to, I guess, to visit her, and also she wanted to get the recipes because she has a restaurant, and she said she would love to have her grandma recipes as part of her menus and make some of the stuff that's in her thing, so it grow up. And also she has a national indicator in the show that she's gonna be interviewing, and it's very big for her. It's like her first appearance on the show to promote her brand. So I said that's really a big step. So she would love to have the tradition of her family recipes down in the thing. And I guess Sunday having her mother style of cooking and stuff. So now the father said, she done well. Your grandma's not gonna give you that freaking recipes. She gonna hold on to her. She's not gonna give it to you. And sometimes it passed down, but she said you more likely will be having the recipes for her just to give it to you straight off the bat. I said, "Oh snap!" But that was cute. So she was going down there. Now Alex was in the bathroom fixing up the thing, the bathroom, the plumbing, the pipes, and he would mention that he could go with her to grandma because the grandma they used to date in high school, so he was wondering if the grandma would still remember him. And I think she probably would still remember him, but it's like want to know because you look different than what you was before. You're not that skinny little boy that you was back then, and you're not young. You're a little bit more buffed up and muscular and all different. You're not that boy that you was in high school, so she may or may not remember you, but we'll see how that goes. And he said, "All right," and what were you saying? Oh yeah, he would go with her, and she agreed. And she asked him, no, actually, she invited him to say, "You want to come with me?" and all this like that. Because you mentioned about it, because he said, "If I had to do this, I would have went to do." She said, "Well, do you want to come with me to my grandma's house and everything?" He said, "All right, I got stuff to do. I could get some materials and everything. I could come back and fix this anyway." Because she said basically you gonna be here most of the weeks anyway, so you don't need to do everything today. And he got two other bathrooms, so it's not like they pressed about this bathroom. So you got time. That's all right. It was giving her a chance to go with her. But then again, you tell your daughter and everybody you were working all day. I said, it's not work, but okay. So they driving to see her mama. She called her mama. And I think that's why on the way to the mama, they stopped by a house. Now he's saying that this is his project, he's doing it. And I don't think he's gonna try to live there, but it's like a project for him to have money so he could build like a fund for his daughters and everything when they go away to college and stuff like that. So it's like a pet project. So the lady, she was in like a trouble and everything. She gonna fix it up for taxes purposes and stuff like that, and get that thing and then sell it. And then what the money they make, that's what they get. So it was like an agreement with him and somebody else that he had an agreement with to fix this house up. So this whole interim is like a very nice precious house, and they had good memories and all like that. To build some memories and everything. And she was like, Sunday was looking at this, and she said, "Oh my gosh, I would love to have like a cavern kind of style brunch and everything." And it's thing, and it's like I'm looking at another location, and maybe this would probably be a perfect spot for me to have it here. So I was like, "Oh, okay." So you try to help him out and get him some sales by having that house. All right, go ahead, girl. So when they was talking about that, she was offering him some like more opportunities, like on the net needs someone to help her house or something like this, and this is that, and it's that, and he picking up on it. It's like, okay, so you don't have to do that, right? And she said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You try to make it seem like I'm not good, and you was judging me because I'm a plumber." Because remember, when she first left him, he was a basketball player and everything. And then he said because of Hurricane Katrina happened and everything, the will and the drive, all that stuff that to be a basketball was not happening. So, and he also said he got injured. And because he got injured, he can't really play basketball like that anymore. And everything. So he had to redefine his life and came plumbing. So I think because of that, she kind of like, "Oh, you were plumbing and everything." Don't get me wrong. People don't like fixing their own pipes and stuff like that, and bathrooms like that. Plumbing make trade jobs make good money. They do, especially when you get constant work. So yes, and people don't want to do it, so they will pay you. It's like that. So it's a lucrative business if you really do a good job on it. if he got good reputation, you make money. So it's not like he's like a broke, but it felt like he was a project to her. It's like, oh my gosh. And she was kind of a little bit like she was trying to hesitate, like she was not judging him based because he was a plumber. But yes, she kind of was. You was, girl. Yeah. And also she was working as well because I guess half of her delivery, her liquor delivery, her freaking restaurant, half of it only came, so she had to call around and make some arrangements. I said, "Go ahead, boss lady," and that's what she told them about. She has this great news about the national thing, and I said, "Oh, that's great." Yeah, I think he said, "You trying to save me?" And she said, "No, I'm not trying to save you." I said, "No." Once you heard I was playing with you, trying to save me, and I said, "I see that. I can see how you might feel that way because it's like, oh yeah, oh you came from basketball player to a plumber. It's like it must be down. Like so, I want to give you some job." And he said, "No, I'm good." Now on the way, go back to the mama after that stop. The daughter called and she said, "Daddy, will you be still doing the thing?" Because they had this arrangement that they watched the game together on FaceTime and stuff like that. And he promised the daughter that he will do that, but he lied. He like said, "I'm working all day and everything," and he had on speakerphone at first. And Sunday was in the car, and then when she heard it and everything, and he started daughter's getting upset and everything. He took up the phone and pick up and answer the phone. "Hey, Auntie Mama, how you doing, boo? How you been?" And he was on the phone with the daughter, and he was basically saying, "Nah, baby girl," and stuff like that. "I'm sorry, I'm gonna make arrangements to you and everything, and I'm not around working all day. I'm doing this thing, this job, and I can't be on the phone." And yada yada yada. Now Sunday heard this, and it made her feel the way about that because she said she know how it is to be on the line being lied to. Now he thinking that she was mentioning about when they was in high school, and I said that's since high school. This is a long time ago. I said no. At the end of the day, I know what it felt like being on the end of being lied to. Because at the end of the day, you didn't have to lie to the girl. Tell her you was working all day and everything, and now you made a promise to your daughter, and now you backing out, and then you use that as a reason. You over here driving with me to my grandma's house, and you telling your daughter you driving after you make a promise to her. I said that's a lie. And so she called him out on it, but he get an attitude about that. And I said, "Why are you in the mood for?" It's because she calling you out. Because yes, she's right. You didn't have to lie, and you come because you lying because you out on a date or so what a date, whatever this is, with someone your high school sweetheart that you used to love, and you not working, and you doing this all day, spending the whole day with her, visiting her family, and stuff like that. And what's this? You don't want to put a thing on it. Just say you be friends. Like what? Like you're a grown man. Your daughter be all right, but still, but don't make no plans. And then you lie to her about the cancel the plans. That's kind of crazy. And she has teenagers too. And teenagers sometimes they get in their own moods. We all been teenagers before, so the disappointment with your father or cancel your plans and stuff like that. And the lady touches time with them when her parents is getting divorced and everything. So I would say it was not to be allowed about. So he caught his feelings. He got a little attitude, and she called him out on it. And I said, yeah, he got offended. So they went to the mama house and they went. They greeted each other. They hugged and they appreciate that. And she remembered him, and she said, "Oh, you and that boy, all right." And they hugged it out, and they went inside. And they started cooking and stuff. And she was trying to figure out the recipe, the secret recipe for her things. And the grandma was still keeping a tight lip about it. But she said, "Go out there and get some things like parsnip, whatever, something outside." She had to go get, and I guess it was something spicy a little bit. And she said, "Oh, that's ingredient." He said, "Listen, yeah, I got fresh ingredients. Like I grow my stuff and everything. Gotta get until we get to it." And she was like, "I wish you would give me the answer because it's like I will have to call you to get these recipes and stuff like that, and always call you." And the grandma said, "Maybe I want you to call me." And that's why I'll just give you. She said, "Yes, I'll probably maybe I would love you to call me. That's why I'm starting to give you stuff like that because it gives you a reason to call me and everything." I said, "Oh yes, you gotta call the grandma sometimes." And so that's that. And that all said and done, the family was there. They had a family gathering. It's like you know how it used to be when your grandma and grandpa, you had a nice close family, cook dinners on a Sunday, stuff like that, big dinners, and all the family get together, yeah, reminisce and have a good time. And it don't have to be no special occasion. It's just like a regular on Sunday, and Sundays usually like a special occasion because y'all all get together. So that's how it used to be with my grandma. So before she passed away, that we get together, but uh, it usually don't happen that much. So they sat there, the cousins was there, and they was talking about things. And eventually, the grandma did give Sunday the recipes. I was like, oh yes, because she know that her recipe will be in great hands, and her mom would be proud that she continued the legacy, and her grandma is proud about that too. Meanwhile, the auntie showed her the book of things that her mom was collecting, like pictures, like that, and she saw the book and all that craziness. So that's what she told grandma about her featuring in the TV show, and that's what she wanted the recipes. And the grandma gave it to her and everything. So that's good. So when I got back in the car, and the grandma told her, "Listen, I know you with this boy and everything, but slow it down, let it be, and let's see what it does. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it doesn't, then you know your answer. But cherish it and enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can. It's like that." So she said, "See how it goes. Don't rush it. Don't put it aside because you feel type of way about it. Don't overthink it. Let day go by. Each day goes, and you see how this work out if you're meant to be with the guy or not." Which talk about Ellis. So she went in the car, and he was FaceTiming with his daughter, Ellis. He FaceTiming his daughter, and the daughter got a glimpse of seeing somebody came in the car, and she said, "Who is that?" And everything, because you tell me you're working and everything, but who was that in the car? Let me see it. Let me see it. He didn't want to show the FaceTime to the girl. Everything. I said, "Oh, Alice, what's she doing?" He didn't want to show. I said, "Damn." She saw the lady, like, might as well say, "This is my friend," and tell myself like that. But, you gotta keep it alive. So the daughter's like, whatever. And she hung up the FaceTime because she was like, she was already annoyed about this. It's like, okay, you basically lied to me earlier. Now I see someone coming to call you that you don't want to show me the person. And first of all, you big nigga don't not come. I promise about watching this game together. So they stopped by and saw some grave and everything at some Confederate house. I said, "Oh, what are we doing here?" I guess it's some connections with whoever's in that house and great whatever was passed away. They just took a picture of the grave and they quickly did that and took a picture and they left. So they went to the bar. At the bar, they took the drinks and they got on the dance floor. They started dancing and they up together behind her back, grinding and whining and grinding on each other. I said, "Y'all get a little heavy." Okay, shoot. So at this moment, y'all like hot and bothered. And somewhat aspect is like spend the whole day. We had a good time, good connection, know about each other. You talking about reconnecting. I mean, he's not dating anyone else right now. I don't think she's not dating anyone. So at this moment, it's like it's free game. So we're in the car and he drove her back home. Yes. Please like, comment, subscribe, y'all, and share it out. Let me know how y'all feel. And they had a moment in the car. They had a moment. And she started rubbing his arm, gave him the eyes. When you get the eyes and get the arms, and you start looking at each other. I said, "Oh, they about to start kissing and stuff." So that was that. And they did start kissing, right? So in the midst of them kissing, she like put her hand and trying to rub up her leg, and he stopped her. And he said, no. I'm sorry. So like that. She said, well, I'm sorry. I thought you said you didn't date. He said, no, it's not that. It's just that I got a lot going on. This is that. Yada. And it stopped. And I guess she felt type of way about that. She got rejected. And sometimes rejection, I know some people with rejection, it's hard for them. So when they get rejected, they pay advances or rejected the man that you like and you have strong feelings for, and you feel like, okay, well, I took a chance and out of everything going, it seemed like a lead up to this and what you doing with me, and then you rejected me. That's the first type of way about it. She said, okay, whatever, fine, I'm sorry, get out of there. She kept walking in the house, and she got basically kind of upset. And he walked out the car and he said, Sunday, wait, can we just be friends? I said, oh. Not only that, you do all this stuff, and then you go friend zone me. Okay, she said, okay, cool, we be friends. And you know, she was still kind of pissed. She was still kind of pissed about it. And she was like, okay, hold up, wait. What was that at Randall's? Randall's was the bar they went to. She said, what that at Randall's? Do you do all your friends like that at Randall's? Do you grind and dine and dirty wine and on the person in Randall's with all your friends? He said, no. She said, oh, okay, I think so. And walked in the house. And that's how the episode ended. And I was like, so let me get your opinions about that. I'll say I understand both sides. Let me say this. I understand why Sunday feel type of way about it, because it's like, it says, I'm not saying that they have to have sex. I'm not saying that. They don't have to have sex. At the end of the day, if we say no, whatever party say no, it's no. I'm not saying that. I think my thing is that, Ellis, what is you doing with Sunday if you just wanted to be friends? I know you got a lot of things going on, but you lying, skipping work, being with her, doing a lot of things with her, sharing stories, going with her to the family house, trying to rebuild this connection you had, dancing with each other, provocatively, doing all this stuff that kind of leads to the point that you maybe want to do more or trying to rekindle this relationship you had. And when you're in the car, you kissed her back. You could have not kissed her if you felt type of way about that or had a discussion. And I'm saying you had to have sex with her, but I'm saying that you need all these kind of clues that something can be going on with y'all. Y'all could do this. It could be more than a friendship. And then turn around and say, then just be friends. So I said, let's be just state your intentions clear. You can't have it both ways. You can't just be friends with me and then you do all this stuff like that. So you don't do things with friends when you're not supposed to be doing with friends. So it's either, what's your intentions? Now I want to know what's your intentions like. If you just want to be friends, there's some things you should not be doing. Don't skip your work. They'll be coming with me to think for things. They'll be whining and dining. They'll be doing other stuff. Now reconnecting, sharing things. Like, yes, if you want to be friends, let's be friends. We can go out, we can talk and everything, all that stuff. Now, and also, you want to do the job for free. You don't want to get paid for the services that you have been doing. So I'm like, you do a lot of things to suggest otherwise that you want something more than that. Then I'm not saying you got to have sex with her, but I'm just saying that let your intentions be clear. But Sunday, don't rush things. Let it be known. Yes, you can have the kissing and the kissing. You have to go that far in sex and word as well, because you got to take the slow. Because you need to know how he is compared to what he was. He's not that Ellis as before. Now, to me, I think that she felt like the way how he's just like flipped on her, it's kind of like how he was like when he was a teenager. So it probably brought back memory why she felt type of way about that. So I was like, we got to see how he moves as Ellis as an adult compared to Ellis as a teenager. So maybe you want to slow it down a little bit and not go too fast into this realm of maybe sleep with him and everything, and let it go and let us see how it goes from there. And then you can start seeing the intentions and clearly, but you wrap your emotions so much in that thing. And maybe it was a moment of sweet little moment at that time, like that. But I just feel like, but then you come out your car and just say, let's just be friends. When you did all this stuff to just otherwise. That's how it's like the mixed messages, the mixed signals was off-putting. Was off-putting. And we'll see how the next episode goes, because I will see how they will come back from this. And maybe she will calm down and realize, you know what, maybe I trouble-tripped a little bit about passing on. But I don't think she was completely in the wrong. I don't think he was completely in the wrong. I think y'all both had mixed different mindsets at the stages of the point in their life, and y'all had this moment, and y'all was not in the same page in that moment. And that's what it was. How do y'all feel about that? Everything. Until we move on to the next one, Family Fiancé. And also talk about men acts of rejection. The acts of rejection. Sometimes you're not gonna always go get what you want. Is how you handle rejection is part of your character. So it's like where she thought that he automatically couldn't say no, that he could give it to her like that. I guess they need to let it go, baby. Yeah, the act of rejection, because some people don't like to hear the word no or be rejected in advances, it's like that. So I was like, maybe it was coming that part. But then again, the mixed signal comes to play. But at the same time, like, when you're rejected, sometimes you might not get it at the point. Maybe you wait a little bit more, and maybe the different circumstances will be different. But yes, I think that because it's been so many years past, and they may have unresolved feelings for each other, I guess it's playing a part of their relationship now. But now, as adults, you gotta treat each other as adults now. You're not teenagers anymore. So you gotta show what is it as y'all in this stage in life when he's like phasing out to be a single father. Well, he basically is, because he's not with the mother anymore. But they get divorced. She's a single woman. We'll see how that goes and all stuff like that. But y'all have to slow it down and have your expectation met, and really talk about what y'all want in life. The stages. Do you want him back? Do you feel like that? Did I see him after that store the other day? Do you feel like that? You know what? This could be my ever. Because she did mention that. I always thought you would be my forever. Now, if y'all see me off the on camera, y'all, because it's Wi-Fi, it's acting up. I don't know what's going on. It's like it has been not doing me lately, but oh well. But that's that. So I think that y'all should slow it down, have clear intentions, and see where it goes. But I do understand that. Like I said, Ellis, you can't be doing that. Don't be doing all that, and then you go friend zone my ass. So you will friend zone me, let me friend zone, and that's it. But certain things you can't be doing. All right? Lying, all that stuff like that's not good. All right, let's get off the Cherish today. That was Cherish today. Like I said, I will continue on reviewing Cherish today. And hopefully y'all watches, because I say it's good. It's not bad. Let's go on Fiancé. Like the video. People who are watching the bushes, please like the video. Let me know how y'all feel. It's like that. Let's go. Y'all fan of Fiancé. Yeah. Let's get into it. So, Laterica and Omar. Yeah, I see the picture right here. Laterica and Omar. They've been together for 3 years and everything, and they have a daughter together. They have a daughter that relationship 3 years, have a daughter get engaged and everything. This is another case of a mama's boy situation, just like that story a couple episodes ago about the mama's boy situation, about the mom was all in a hell bent on the thing, and she revealed some story where the girl was, where the guy didn't tell the wife that he was going to be a police officer or something like that. That story, you remember that? It's kind of similar to the aspect of a mama's boy kind of situations, or the mama feel like her son is her man. And I was like, oh my gosh, here we go again with this. I said, y'all love to talk about this story, this freaking mama's boy, but you know, sometimes it's a lot known than we think it is. Shoot, very common, more so often. So I'm not surprised they may have another situation like this. But so 3 years they've been together, have a daughter, and stuff like that. She said at first her relationship with the mother-in-law and everything was good, and then things take the turn for the worse. And now she felt like she played a second fiddle to her fiance towards his mom and everything. And it's just like decisions that they make, they agreed upon, and then he come and turn around and says this something different, and she feel like the mom is influences his decisions, and also part of it is like his lies. He like to lie and try to make it seem like it's not on mommy. He made decisions on his own and everything. Yada yada yada. We gonna get to more details in a minute. But I feel like part of him is lying, and part of him not keeping, not putting the boundaries between him and his mom, and not making his fiance the priority as much, especially when you have a kid with the mother, with your fiance, and y'all raising together. The fact that you don't want to put her as a priority, what's up with that? It's like that. 'Cause at the end of the day, and I know a lot of people they can say, what she says, she's ain't bitter, like she's, I know, might cut her mom away. I said nobody telling him to cut his mom off, but you have to put the boundaries when you step as being a man and decide to take someone as your wife. You have to. Point blank, period. Because when you get in a relationship, it's like you in a relationship, that person's supposed to be priority. So you have your parent always in the middle of things, causing issues, then you need to deal with that. Set boundaries. So the Terica felt like Omar, very true, yes. The Terica felt like Omar love his mom more than he loves her, or she put more love to him, and she not getting back as much towards her, and all because his relationship with mom. Now we did find out that his father passed away when he was 8 years old, so he was young. He old enough to know what happened, but still young to deal with the like taking the responsibility or whatever that is. And he also was a generational cycle down. His mom, father passed away when she was young. So I guess it's that trauma kind of like connection, bonding with each other. And then when the father passed away, he said that they became very close, him and his mom. Very close to the point that it's like thick as thieves. And that's what it was from there. Now we also come to find out when they had to sit down with Tracy McMillan, is that they agreed upon, and she said this is where the tension between the mother-in-law and Terica came from. They agreed upon having the mom staying with them, right? Because they have a granddaughter and stuff like that. And I think that the mom felt like she was keeping, no, we didn't. They agreed upon having the mom in the house with them. They agreed. Come to find out, and then Omar turned around. Yeah, they close, and then they flowers in the attic. Child, that was word. And I'm mad we still ain't even talk about flowers in the attic, but that was a good movie, you know. On our Amazon Prime, y'all, that was good. But yeah, that's the flowers in the attic moment. They definitely. And they agreed upon, and then he came around and said that no, she's not staying with us anymore. She's not staying with us. And then proceeded to pay her rent. Mom rent. Now, at this point, they was believed that he was solely paying his mom rent while he's in the household with us, taking care of the bills and everything. So he paying two kind of households, which I feel like that's a bit much. Because once you step out the house and you have your own family, that finances should be in that household. Now, I'm not saying you can't support your mom every now and then, But the fact that you fully paying rent over there and paying stuff over here, that's too much. And you spending stuff in. Now, she feel like the finance should be in the household, which I do agree. Because, yeah, let's say why your mom can't stay all the time. After y'all agreed to have the mom stay. And we're going to explain that mom in a minute. And why I feel like why she just decided to do that. Now she can't stay, and now you paying her own rent, and then you paying over here. And I said, why are we doing that? Because I always first I was, why are you paying both rents? What are we doing here? Okay, so that's that. And then she said, "Do you want?" Tracy asked him, "Do you want more children?" And she would like to have more, but I think he don't want to have more because due to the fact that his mom don't have much of a relationship or close relationship with his child Penelope they have, and because she could be a factor of the hindrance of the relationship. I said, how she's a factor? Because mom felt like she's keeping the granddaughter away from her. I said, I know she's not. She's not. She could come around and everything, but it seems like your mom has an issue. And she said the daughter's coming close to 2 years old, about to be 2 years old, and within 2 years, she only see her less than 10 times. And Tracy said, like, you feel like you are mad about that. And she said, yes, because I'm the blame. They blaming me for that. I think I'm the reason why. I said, no, that's not the reason. And I don't get the fact that Terica was not, didn't want. Oh, less than 10 times. She said less than 10 times. So I was like, her daughter turning 2 years old, and she said her less than 10 times. So I don't know how many times it was, but less than 10 times out of her daughter 2 years old, and I don't know how far y'all apart, but the fact that they were trying to move in, it seemed like she not that far. And that's all she seen it. I said, child, something about that. That's crazy. Now, Terica felt like the mom persuaded his decision to not to move in with them. That's what she felt. She always felt like it was the mom's fault, and he was saying, "Nah, it wasn't her decision. It was my decision." All that yada yada yada. So now we don't know who to believe. Yes, and you know these days, these kids on advance. They're on advance. They know they're on advance to learn technology more than older adults right now. So the fact that if you can't see them physically, you have other means to see the grandparent or see your niece or nephews or see your child if you far distance. There's no excuse. Oh, they don't got a smartphone and learn to the way to call grandkids. Exactly. It's a way you could see them. You can't see them physically. So that's not an excuse for not to see your children or your grandchildren, right? So the Terica brought her mom Debbie, her brother Craig, her friend Nikita, and Omar brought his mom, his auntie Katina, his friend Marcus, and his mom Diane. Now, mom Diane, she said, I want to know what's the reason why she have an issue with me because I'm not the problem. I said, you think? Because the way you sound and you talking like you are the problem. I don't know, you feel like it was all like the energy you giving off right now is hot and everything. And then she said in her confessional, I'm too old in the cat. I'm too old. Let me say that right. She said, I'm too old of a cat to be licked in the butt by a kitten. I said, okay, really, really, lady? Really, lady? Well, that's one when we use a phrase like that. I'm too old in the cat to be licking the butt by the kitten. I said, okay, we'll see where it's going, Diane. We'll see where we're going. So, you know, the family come in the house. Terica family came, no, Omar family came first. And a hug and everything. And she said, oh, Terica, they give me a fighting hug and everything. That's why I said, why? Because you giving us a cold shoulder, giving us issues for what? So why would she be giving you all friendly welcome? She still at least hug you and say, "Hey, what's going on?" So, and then Telco family came in, and the mom would say, "Oh, that's fake. It's so fake. It's so fake. It's so fake." And stuff like that. And then she said, "Oh, there's a lit family here. Hey y'all, hey for y'all lit family." So they got a family meeting, and it basically was saying about the finance of the household. Financials is like how you splitting the finance of both houses and everything, and focus on his own household instead of two. I said I agree. Focus on that. And then the boundaries and communications, and then not seeing her granddaughter, and also yada yada yada. And then that was like written on that fair meeting. I said that mom seemed like she's on one, like she's on one. For some reason, I just feel like it. I said, okay, child, get it together. Like she got an excellent position. All right, so Tracy's getting a task. So Omar task was the what if. No, Omar task is a rank the priorities. It'll have some questions, and you can rank them and rank some priorities, answer the questions, and rank them what's important to you. Yada yada yada. And then the typical was what if questions, and ask questions. What if this has happened? And you answer as much, and you can ask them questions as well. So when it came to the task, the X typical, what is the issue if your fiance still continue to support the mom finance or houses or rent without you knowing, without discussing with you? She said that would be an issue because at the same time we got to discuss this together as a couple, and it's affecting our household of not having finances. And you doing this on your own and not telling me, that would make a major issue. Because we building and we supposed to be together as one, and we can't make together as one when you moving as your own individual setting and doing decisions without us to talk about it and affect our families for our own household when we have a kid to raise in his house. Like, come on. And I agree with that. So then we talk about the mom, right? So she asked the mom, she said, "What's going on?" The mom said, "I felt uncomfortable in your house, so that's why I want to come along with all that. I felt uncomfortable. You got to give me one too many times to make me feel uncomfortable." Now, Terica explained the situation. She said, when Omar brought you to the house, and she didn't mind because he didn't tell her that you was coming. But she said, "So what? That's mom and everything. She can come over with no problem." But she was already in the house, in the room, sleeping. The mom felt like she went in the room with the sleeping and interact with her and everything. It felt like she shaded her. I said, no. If she was already in the house sleeping and you didn't know she would come over, she was already asleep. So you came in the house while she's in the room. That's on that. That would make it feel like you was uncomfortable because she came out of her room, she was sleeping. And then your freaking son should have told you that. But your son didn't want to tell you that because he don't want to upset you. And we'll get in that in a minute about his actions. Right? And she said, "Oh, you not letting me see my grandbaby. And if it keep continuing on like that, I got grandparent rights." I said, excuse me, grandparent rights. First of all, you can't really force your grandparents' rights if the parents is not unfit. If both of them is fit to take care of the child, you most likely ain't gonna get no grandparent rights. You'll find other means necessary to get to see your grandchild. So for you to try to think you will go that far and try and see you gonna go to take a court and get grandparent rights, I said, girl, don't push it. Don't push it because then you want to get your grandchild messing with me. Don't do that. Don't be nasty like that. You want to force to get grandparents' rights because you're not. No, you come around and see it. It's on you. Some parents do that if the parents won't let you see the kids. Oh, I just feel like it could be, But I was like, you got to make it seem like it got to be unfit for you not to see to get grandparent rights. Unless you want visitations, I say understand that. But don't make it seem like you gonna get the rights of my child because you'll get to see them or what? Because some states like you can't have the rights if the parents is not unfit. You can prove that. You ain't gonna win the case most likely. It's like that. But it's other means you can get the freaking visitations. It's like to go that far was too much. I feel like that was dumb. That was too much. And when I was looking at this episode, I said I don't think Terica is not allowing you to see her. It's on you. You have an issue with Terica, so you don't want to come around. Period. And then you said there's no boundaries when it comes to me and my son. I said that's a problem right there. We're not doing that. When you say that, I said, what you want? You want your own son? You want your own son? To tell me there's no boundary when it comes to me, my son, when your son has a whole freaking fiance and a kid that he want to marry? She said, if I had my way, he would still be a 8-year boy and he'd be a baby and no one could have him. I said, Mom, what the hell you talking? Diane. You said a lot of talking about, listen. And I'm looking at Twitter, everybody acting like on Twitter, they don't understand why maybe Terica have an issue, why she's all hell-bent. Maybe she had an issue with the mom first and the mom was like, I said, nah, Terica had no issue with the mom first. The mom was acting funny because her son decided to have a whole fiance and have a kid, and he's starting to become a man and not be under your bosoms. Because he's not under you like that. But even though y'all still this close and he's still like a mama's boy, you feel like no one can be around for your son. Nobody's good enough. I gotta make sure when I go away and I die, that someone could take care of you and everything, and take care of you. When I die, I said, all right, whatever. But you sound really bitter that he decided to have a woman. And I feel like she would act like that with any woman he been with, not just Terica. So when you say things like, oh, if I had my way, he will still be a baby and no one could have him. There's no boundary becoming between me and my son. So they was like, that's what I'm saying. Your son is not your man. And then when you have that emotional, incestuous kind of relationship with your son, and a lot of women does that, when the man don't want you anymore and they leave out the household or they died, you make your son your kind of like a emotional boyfriend. You come close with your son, unhealthy kind of balance. So when you do things like that, it comes to question. I say, okay, you need to heal your own self you have the unnatural, the unhealthy relationship with your son to the point that you feel like you losing him. I say you're not losing him. He's still here. And that you should think about a gain and not a loss. You would gain a daughter. But you want to be acting like having this competition, making it seem like everything is on Terica, that she's the reason this, and this she reason that, and she's the one taking on. No, it's on you. And you have to stop doing that, making your son your emotional incestuous, because then you put the responsibility on them. Hey, J-Dog, how you doing, boo? You put the responsibility on them to take care of the emotional toll, and then they can't grow up and be a child because now they worry about the mom feelings. They mom hurt. Then you don't want to do nothing, because then if you do decide to make them feel hurt or make them feel that way, they will put the guilt trip on you. And now you feel guilty, and now you feel bad. So now you got to make it up to them and make them happy again, because you don't want them to be upset. But not knowing that they're adult manipulating you of your emotions. It's a whole tactic. So when the decision to have the mom moving with them was agreed upon, and then he turned around and said, oh, she's not moving with them anymore. It's not because he made the decision. I feel like, because she asked the mom, She said, when you're supposed to move in with us, and that didn't happen, I feel like it was your thing. She said, oh, yeah, I said it. I told him. Yeah, it was my decision. But Omar up here saying that, no, my mom ain't telling me nothing. I made that decision. And I made a decision, and then I decided to pay her rent. Now, I feel like that. If you close to your mom like that, I feel like you say, yeah, they will have, I ain't want them together because I feel like they two strong individuals and they're going to have issues in the house. So I said no, because y'all decided and agreed upon to have the mom in the house. So I feel like the mom power played with you. She used the power move. She said, oh, if I decide, God told me no, I'm not moving in with y'all. I said, no, you didn't want the point that you need to share the house with Terica. So you made your son feel responsible of even deciding that happening. So you want your son to pay your finance or pay your rent and have to control over him having a separate relationship with him and his fiance and not be in the same household. So you decided to say no and then told your son, and then your son would be a liar and say that, oh, it's not my truth, it's my truth, it's my truth, it's not, that's not the truth, it's my truth. I said, you sound like a freaking young boy. The truth is, your mom said no, she played the power play. Then you went back and when they done a decision, y'all agreed upon with your wife and told them that you decided, not knowing that it was the mom. The mom did that because she knows what she's doing. It's a manipulative tactic. And now create this division and make it seem like it was on Terica and make you feel comfortable that that's what you didn't want to be in the house. Not knowing that you decided way long before you try to come in the house that you didn't want to stay there. Because you want your son in your own raps. So many men have this dynamic with their mama, especially if the dad wasn't present basing them. Exactly. And I can low key say that I have me and my mom was close, and she had a upbringing of being men dogging her out. And she really close with me and my younger brother. But we didn't come to the point that she feel like I'm her man. No, she doesn't do that. She protect us no matter how grown we are, but she doesn't go to that far. She know we have our own life and everything. She understands the boundaries, and we had to set up ourselves. I wonder, does the dynamic exist with women? Is there a complex where the dad feels the new one, never a man, better than himself or their daughter? Child. When the absence of the mother, as I'm saying, the uncanny closeness. Nah, it's usually the mama's boys. We got daddy's girls, but usually in that aspect, when the mother, when the daughter got the father around, they have daddy issues and they start dating other men or become dating men who's like their father, whatever. But not in the case if I ever seen that they had a close relationship with the father and the mother around, and the daughter does that. I said, I don't know. Because that would kind of be weird and creepy-ish. It's creepy-ish now. But the woman think their son is their man. That's too much. Now, I feel like I said, it was a power play. So she tried to know to create this rift between those two. And that's the reason why she didn't want to move in with them. So they was like, listen, if you always in the middle and the day and it's always an issue and it's gonna be a problem with their relationship, what to the point and get to the point when they said they cannot be together. So she said, no, I would hate that it would take that far to get to that point. They're separated because they can't, I'm in the middle of it. But she said, life move on. I was like, really? How you was there? And even everybody was like, they was like, this lady. You didn't want to take it there for them to get the at least separated or not be in a relationship anymore because of the friction between you not setting boundaries. But then you say, oh, life move on. It is what it is. So you didn't really give a damn if they did break up because you would have had your own son all to yourself. Creepy no matter what gender the parent is. It is. What I say, would say when she said that, I said, Diana, now you're doing way too much. You way too much, girl. That was like, girl. No. So when they got to the dinner table and they sat down, they discussed what happened on the task. Oh no! Before I get to that point, Omar explained the finance because they was like, "Listen, so what you saying? You saying you solely paying the rent in the house over there, and then you paying the rent over here, or paying your house mortgage and everything? What's going on?" He said, "No, he doesn't solely pay the rent on. He split the rent payment with his brothers." Now we never mentioned nothing about his brothers before, but that's what he mentioned that his brothers and him, they split the portion and they paid the rent for the mom, whatever the mom was doing like that. And he said he had stopped making the payments in November. That's what he said. So I would say, okay, so we hear one thing. He's like, we was hearing that you was paying everything yourself. And based on the earlier episode, you made it seem like you was paying everything yourself. Now you're saying, oh, you split the payments. So you wasn't solely paying the rent. I said, doesn't matter, you still paying the rent. But still, there's a big difference with splitting the rent and solely paying it. So that was that. So somewhere along the lines, the communication and the lying is happening. And I think it's more on Omar. Omar has a habit of lying and the benefits of his mom. Let me get that in a minute. So they got at the dinner table, and Terica brought this statement up there about decision about the moving in, because that's what she said. That's where the rift started happening when the mom decided not to move in with them. That's where the tensions between them started happening. Because before then, everything was good. So they confirmed, and she said she the one who said that. So Omar said, "No, it's now that I'm saying," and I said it. I decided. I said the issue is we agreed upon it, and then you lied, and you went back on the statement on that. He said, "Oh, so did you persuade me? Did you convince me?" It's not. It don't be no convincing. She said no, and you ran with the no. You know, your mom didn't say anything. Why you took it upon yourself and said no? She can't come in the house. No, your mom had to tell you she wasn't coming, and then you told her she wasn't coming. Instead of saying that your mom made a decision, you put it on, I made a decision on my own, and I did this, and I did that. And so when the mom was confirming in your face that she said it, he said, well, this is the truth, but nah, that's not my truth. That's not my truth. This is my truth. My truth is saying it's my truth. I said, no, it's the one truth. The one truth is she said no. You ran back and told the wife and all that stuff, and then you lied about that she didn't tell you. No. So all they said it was done. They're going back and forth, back and forth. The whole point is, Omar, your mom told you that. You please your mom and go back and tell your fiance. That's what it was. And since then, it's been tensions between them. Because then the finances was taken away from the household to pay for your stuff. When he has a whole family over here. Don't get me wrong. Nobody's saying you can't help support your mom, because every now and then, my mom in the jam, I help her. But with you, I have to understand that if I have responsibilities, that got to take care of first before I have anybody else. Rent and bills. My younger brother, he had 3 kids. So I told my brother, I said, your priority is your 3 kids. Everybody else comes second. If they get an attitude that you don't want to help them with stuff, so what? They find somebody else. The 3 young ones, that's the one you're going to take care of. Period. Oh well, they get mad. They get over it. That's how I feel. I'm at peace over here in my house. So y'all be all right. If you get mad, there's one less person I have to worry about it. That's the mindset I'm in. At 36 years old, you gotta come to the point that not everyone needs to serve your peace and energy. especially one who feel like they're entitled to your own pockets. That's not happening. So, and the fact that the mom feel like she don't like sharing your son, nowhere she want to be in the house. So yes, it was her. So you think that my truth is my truth. That's not my truth. And then every time something going on about the decision about the dynamics is changing, he always trying to cut in and butt in and try and defend in defense of his mom. And I said, boy, get over it. You see your mom is an issue. So the mom did this. It was a threat. She said, you know what? Because you know how so much she feel like her son and her man is everything. And how nobody can have him. Nobody can do what I can and everything. She said, you know what? I'll move to Texas and you don't have to worry about me anymore. You don't have to worry about me anymore. I'll move to Texas. You don't have to worry about me. I'll cut myself off your life and you go live your life with your fiance. You have to worry about me. I said, girl, you know what you, I'll clock what you're doing. Clock what you're doing. You try to make him feel so bad that he will grovel on your feet. Now, don't get to the point. No, see, I see what you're doing, right? You don't have to worry about me anymore. I will leave. You have to worry about. I said, no. I see what you're doing, girl. You basically try to guilt trip him, make him feel bad. So your threat is to cut yourself out of the equation when you know you and your son is really close. On that bond you had out his life completely, and you don't think you might be affected. Girl, after you go on and off about, oh no, this is that. Nah. Mm-mm. That was a tactic. So I went to Tracy McMillan and they discussed this, and she said, oh, the reason why you renege and you start lying, the reason why you start not to go against what y'all agreed upon is because you don't want to hurt your mom and you don't want to do this against your mom and everything. And what she was doing, she was making a threat. He said, that's not a threat. I said, no, she was threatening you. She threatened to cut her off, cut you out her life because she didn't get her way. Because she wants her way, she did that the way to make you feel to start to do something what she wants. So because she wants you to grovel to what she wants, she's threatening you about moving herself, knowing that it's gonna cause some issues with you and her. And that's a manipulation tactic. That's a threat tactic to make you more responsible for making sure she's good and then his own happiness. I said, oh, child, nah. And it's all about conforming. That's what it was. The word is conforming. She wants you to conform to her needs and demands by threatening you by removing herself in your life, by moving to Texas, knowing damn well she wasn't moving no Texas. She just said it to threaten you. Don't threaten me. So, and the whole dynamic is about you still stuck in that child place, the place that you need to please your mom and make sure she'll be all right. That you need to fix it. You need to be her shining knight armor. You need to be her hero. So anything your mom going through, you got to do that. That's where you paying rent. That's where you're doing all this. That's when you're going around. That's when you don't want to disappoint her. When you know your mom is an issue and you don't create no boundaries. But no, you don't do that. So they had to have a talk, and he had to tell her about setting boundary, putting his freaking fiance as a priority, which I don't understand why you need to tell men to put their woman that they decide to be with and have children with to put that as a priority over the mom. Now, I might say you got to cut your mom off completely. But once you started becoming adults, that's what you do as an adult. Mama needs some cutty. 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 So they had that discussion. And she said, so when Tracy would break it down, she said, no, the deep issue is not that. The deep issue is that of finance. I said, nah, that's a surface level. The deep issue is that the hurt that you had in the past by your husband passing away, and then it built that hole that your son had, that he used that, and you felt hurt, and then you own upbringing about your father passing away when you was young, and then you had that bonding, so you made him the sponge of your emotional incestuous attachment. And I saved you. So when you say things, oh, nobody can have him, and he always could be a baby, you always treat him like he is a son. He's your child. And stay as a child place. And not thinking that he's a grown man with a kid who pregnant another woman and had a whole baby. No. He's not still a young boy. So let him off your bosoms and let him be the man that he's supposed to be. And that means let go of the reins and let him be the husband to Terica. Right? And Omar, you just stop lying. Be a man and grow up and own up to your stuff. And she said, you said, oh, you moved to Texas? She said, no, I'm not moving to Texas. I said, yeah. Mm-hmm. So they had a hard tomorrow. They was crying, all that, yada. Figured then Diane and Terica came and they decided to make a truce of being together and be cool and stuff like that. At the end of the day, they all gave them blessings. And the recap was at the end was that Terica has a better relationship with Omar's mom, so they're good place right now. Omar no longer support mom financially, and she stopped paying the rent and everything. And then they will have a small wedding in a few months since the taping of the show and whatever they decide to go. But that's that. So I'm glad because at the end of the day, I don't think Terica was a bad woman. I think she really loves Omar, and I think Omar really loves Terica. I think he feel like he couldn't set the boundaries like most mama boys tend. They can't set the boundary. Like the mom always in the middle of things, control things, and not realizing how to handle how you separate those two. And then the mom always in the middle of things because she feel like she losing her son. I said, no, it's not a loss. It's not that. So that what it was. That was Family Fiancé. And I said, oh, that we had to have another Mama's Boy story. Tracy, don't have another Mama's Boy. Let's move on. Give us another storyline. Child, all these Mama's Boy situations, a headache. All right. We're going to do Love and Marriage next, and we're going to end it with Potomac. All right, because, I like Potomac more than Love and Marriage Huntsville, so we're going to end it with that. And last minute thoughts of Fair Fiancé before we move on. If not, let's go Fair Fiancé. These new dudes seem to be my child, ain't it? Ain't it? It's like, gosh, get off the tip. All right, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's get into this. Destiny and Tiffany talk. Talk about that opening. Apparently, the Whitlows was there, but I think we all know they were there. And everything. I don't know what happened. They found out the paper. They came late. Whatever it was, they came there. They was there. She said she was there. She had a private engagement, or maybe that she wasn't there at the beginning. They talk, and Destiny trying to rewrite history of what happened. And make it seem like everything was on Mel. Yes, I can't. I can't with Wanda. Yes, let Wanda be off my screen. Exactly. Exactly. Well, so Destiny tried to rewrite history. She keep held adamant about Mel didn't speak. Mel spoke. She came in and said, "Hi, Destiny. If you wasn't so much a fan of your damn ass face and looking and see what's going on, you probably would have heard her." She said, "Man, I didn't hear her. Or she wasn't loud enough, and maybe she should have delivered." I said, "That delivery came up to me and like how Stormy did and trying to talk to me." I said, "Why? Because y'all don't like each other, no." And I hate that people make that narrative. Let me school y'all a little bit about customer service and have your businesses. This was a public event. Actually, minus the public, because I don't see no public being there. It was mostly cast members, but that's besides the point. It was a public event of a store reopening, so people could buy products in your store. You the owner of your store, so you should went out your way and greet your guests who comes in your store. Not your guests get out their way to come to you. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. If you want sales, if you want people to buy your stuff, you have to make each person that walks in feel important. So you should not let two of the ladies that came in your thing who co-workers, you knew they had to be there, open call sheet, whatever, because of production, to ruin your event being pouting. That's what I'm saying. We say not one sale. What product sold? Have all these vendors in your store and no product was sold. If it was sale, they could at least show that. Nothing. It was more than a thing. So it's like we don't need to go out the way to come to you. So you feel like Mel should have came right up to your face. Oh, Destiny. And I said, "Hey, Destiny," and kept moving. And that's what it would have been. It's your store. It's not my event. You need to greet people. Now, if you feel some way about that when she was in the store, you could have said something in the store. Now, she come in and telling Tiffany, "Oh, she didn't check and she didn't say nothing, so I had to check her." I said, "No, you didn't check her right in there. You wait till she get out the store and completely close to her damn car for you to say anything. You went behind her. You didn't just check her like that." Rewriting history. And you know that. And also, you didn't tell freaking Tiffany. You told her mama that her mom was a pimp. You didn't say that, right? You made it seem like Mel came on 1, on 10, came wrecked habit. They say nothing to you, come out there and went beeline to Wanda. And you say, "Oh, she had a fight going on," and you didn't even tell her that Wanda came and trying to come and fight Melly from behind. You say none of that. You made it seem like everything was on Mel. Can't come to our sex establishment. Can't come. I said, so what? If your business not flourishing, is because on you. Haven't seen you promoting your products. I haven't seen you wear no t-shirts promoting your product. You could have used those two ladies to your advantage if you wanted to. Promotions, pictures, do other stuff. You should let your friendship overshadow your businesses. Okay, at the end of the day, your business is your money, is your livelihood. So whatever you have to do to make sure you get your sale, to make sure you get your business flourishing, you have to do that. And even sometimes you have to be suck it up and try to make business deals with people you know probably don't like. And not necessarily you have to do with everyone, but sometimes things might happen. So you and your old feelings about people who came in your store, well, you could shake that off. I said, "Girl, at the end of the day, this is a job. which everybody seem to forget. Everybody who's watching the show, not everyone, like some people who watch the show, seems to forget this is a reality TV show. This is a job. It's different rules a little bit. As most of the cast members have to show up to certain events, unless they won't get paid. They're forced to go. So when you know they have to be there, just like regular job, when I have a meeting or we have things and you have floor meetings or stuff like that with other coworkers you might not like, well, you and your whole feeling, someone don't like, and you ain't. What you mad for? You know she was there. You know she works there. So ignore her and go about your business. But no, you seem to not have the emotional maturity, Destiny. So we come around spinning narratives to make it seem like everyone's the on one when you're not the issue itself. That's stupid. They want to feel like a charity case. I said, oh, that explains why you're upset. And not because she bring no store to you. You don't want to feel like a charity case? Because you don't like the fact that you not flourishing like everybody else? So if they do something, an act of kindness, whatever it is, you always go feel like you're a charity? Oh, well, build up your business. Then you won't feel like you're a charity. Well, you didn't feel like a charity case when you were getting supported. You wasn't feel like a charity case when Mel was coming to help pay your bills. You didn't say no then. Yeah, when we talk about Potomac, I'm gonna mention that because everybody keep this third people that told me about this story. I didn't read it yet, so I'm gonna we're gonna discuss that. But we'll see. But yeah, that's been going out there that Monique and Chris is being separated or they're going to divorce, whatever it is, whatever. And you know they filming for next season of Love and Marriage DC because the one person who I did not mute, I didn't mute Monique either. I didn't mute her either. But DJ Quicksilver, I didn't mute him. He mentioned that they filming for the new season, so I was like, okay, so maybe this might be part of the storyline. Okay, we'll see. Because I know I mute Ashley. I definitely muted her, and I definitely muted freaking both the Rainas. No, not the both the Rainas. The both the Tylers. But we're gonna talk about that in another minute. Just Huntsville. Yeah, so you don't feel like a charity case, right? Oh, so does Destiny want Mel or to be Mel? That's what I'm saying. What is it? Because you feel all your feelings about what? Yeah. You and me both. I don't know what's going on. Oh, well, that's what it is. And then she said, oh, I didn't want the Gucci purse. So I said, then give it back. Where's the Gucci purse at? Just give it back. You keep this is the second time you say you didn't want the shit. Give it back. If you don't want the Gucci purse. I was saying, whatever. Child, that's true. They are. So that's what Destiny talked to Tiffany about all that. Saying nail this, nail that, nail this. I said, girl, let it go. So what? What about your business? That's what we need to know. All right, so Kimmy, Maurice, Tisha, and Marcel. So how are we gonna move forward from this? What's gonna happen? Tisha came through and she said, Maurice, you need to talk to your brother because the way he talked to me last night, he came at me and everything. He tried to say, I don't have the voice. I said, you don't have the voice. I mean, did he lie? I mean, you started to speak up more now, but baby girl, you barely had a voice. He was controlling the reins. So, what are you mad about? Now, Marcel was nasty to you a couple of seasons. Now he calmed down a little bit now, but he still had that little thing. But compare how he was a couple of seasons, he's not that harsh like he was in a couple of seasons ago, but he's still harsh. And he been telling you about this, like he been talking to you like this. So now you still talking away about it? Because how he talked to you there, you've been having a voice. But what I don't like, even though I don't like Tisha, I don't like he blamed her for his actions. A lot of guys used to do that. They decided to take upon themselves to go extra further. And then you want to blame the girl for your action when you a whole individual, you're a whole human being who can control your own actions. You told Tisha to stay out of it because you go to jail. If you get Boulevard, I go to jail. Tisha stood out of it. And you proceeded to have an argument with Martell where you wasn't privy to what Ms. Wanda was saying. Everybody telling you Ms. Wanda said this, but you want to have a fight. So you decided to have a fight with Martell, and you didn't have to do that. So we blame Tisha for that. And you got to understand, y'all women put us men in a position that ain't going to be dangerous. I would say, pause. What position was put in when two women was arguing? No man was involved. You guys should not be in the middle of women arguments. Martell was holding Melody's back. People was holding Wanda back. Well, Tisha was holding her mom back. Men was getting involved, so you put yourself in women's drama. So that statement that we put you in a dangerous position, no. That statement will only apply if Tisha was arguing with a whole man that you have to defend and step in because something's going to be escalated. That's not what happened. Yes, Marcel is a man that Martell exposed him, and he can't nobody do business with the business. Child. They were good until Wanda. Yes. It wasn't even that bad. Wanda took behind and snuck behind Mel, and that's how everything got started. But y'all tiptoeing around the issue that y'all didn't realize that the mother Wanda started it. Trying to fight Mel. Even Tisha, you said, really, Mom, this really, did we fight it? Really? So you know your mom's got this thing started. But then stand here and act like you don't know the issue. Or trying to be blinded. So when even though I like how hard he was talking to you or we blame you, you don't have a voice because you don't tell your mom stop. Or stop inviting her somewhere. If you can't control her, then so be it. Don't invite her to the events that you have with the other cast members. Unless production force her to. And then your mom getting involved in it, let her be. I said, well, I can't control her. She can't want to do this. I can't do this. Whatever. Now, I'm saying you go to tell your mom whatever what. But you can't tell everyone they gotta respect your mom, and your mom not respecting the other one, and you don't check her either. It's either you go check her and still defend her when you need to defend her, and then check her when she needs to be checked, and let her know put in her place and set boundaries, or don't invite her at all. That's period. So no, I don't like the way that he blamed you for it. Because he just took upon himself to start acting up. He could have calmed his ass down. But no, he wanted to flex on freaking Martell. They don't even know what the hell he's talking about. So he said, oh yeah, me Martell could talk like we men do. Because we know, I said, so you don't think women can't like squash their beef either? Now I know sometimes most women leave their emotions involved and they hold grudges, but men can hold grudges too. They probably get along faster, but still, don't throw that statement out there like that woman cannot squash the beef and not realize things going on. Stop it. Yes, and you know it's crazy. This guy started all this drama, but it's all Ball Mel or the hosts. They was the reason. They had this thing going. It would not be going. And they ain't never confronted. I said, but it would never be stop going if your mom was not going online talking about people and their kids. And they tell you to stop it. And you and Marcel going around defending her like she running the wall. Now Marcel don't really care for her, and he can't tell you your mom is an issue. Everybody know Wanda's an issue, but nobody don't want to be seen around the issue about it. They know she's an issue, but no one want to say it because that's Tisha's mom. What makes her so special? Hey, y'all. If I was a cast member, I wouldn't even talk to somebody. I'd say, whatever. Like I said, I'd be no damn scenes. I show up, but I'll be that dead sea, mute and quiet. When you got stability and you don't got time, I don't got time either. If you ain't doing nothing about it, I'm not doing anything about it. Fuck it. Mizzle ain't doing nothing. Mizzle sitting here being quiet. Y'all about to call me because I say I ain't no fun. I'm just not dealing with the dark drama. If I become a mute Mizzle, y'all call me mute Mizzle because I'm gonna be in the freaking scenes. Don't put me involved in nobody business, nobody drama, none of that. I don't got time. I just show up, I show up. Get my check and then bounce out of here. I got it here. You can't edit what I'm not saying. But that besides the point. So he said him and Martin made up and everything. But yes, Tisha cannot go business and anything happen. I said it would not nothing be happening if your mother didn't start it off. Don't try to fight somebody behind. And Martel was trying to keep the peace. If your mom was doing all that stuff, it don't be no issue. But I would say, you know what? Even Martel said today on the episode, he said he can't go in business anymore. I said, listen, I guess y'all both agreed on it. Y'all can't do business together. And then Marceau was trying to shade Martel. He said, oh, so will you hire him? He said, well, you can't hire a person who unlicensed contractor. I said, well, y'all were trying to work with him. You will try to work with him knowing he don't have no license, but then you'll try to shade him because he don't have no license. But yet you will try to go humps about, doing whole gymnastic tricks, trying to get him back with the company. Boy, bye. You was thinking about his figure unlicensed then. Now you're trying to shade him. Now, if you come back and read your wide body ass, I said it, don't say nothing. I know people sensitive by that comment, but I love that comment. Wide body ass, and that's going to be. Melanie and Martel talk, and they appreciate they being Mel appreciate that Martel her back and man what say yeah you know the kids and Mel back yeah I said I wish he would understand his own dilemma of freaking bashing his freaking ex-wife in the freaking media. They would have no issues like that, but you know whatever I guess he can't take his own rights. But I just appreciate that he did step up for her at that moment. It was nice. So he said he's gonna try to have a sit down with everybody, the original six, to get together and try and see what's going on. I said we know what happened next week because it seems like next week Tisha ain't understand nothing. She gonna go back and make excuses. I said, you know what? I got time for this. I got time for Tisha. That's why, like I told y'all when I talk about Tisha Marcel, I don't really get much. I'm just gonna say, okay, whatever. Because everybody taught this girl numerous of times, and she choose to ignore it. So why we get upset about it? She don't care about it. I'm not care about it. I said, okay, whatever, Tisha. Whatever, girl. Okay, whatever. Yes, that's what I'm saying. If he would have kept that energy throughout the thing and social media and stuff like that, it wouldn't be no issue like this with him and Melanie. So they were trying to get to sit down with those six again and see how this going. I said, with the same wound like before. It's not a comeback group. It's the same thing. I said, I know y'all sit down together. Every time that happens, yeah, it's always some things turn left. Whatever. So they had this. They didn't discuss Wanda and discuss how to move forward as the original six. I said, I don't know how you move forward. The damage is done. Half the cast only cared for Mel, and she wasn't even the issue. Martell created this whole mess, cheating and everything, being vile and vicious. This Mel decided to better herself to take her piece, and Ed got mad. Everybody got mad. She decided to choose herself. She didn't stay with a toxic man. She decided to choose herself at the end of the day, and everybody got mad. Ain't that something? Mel would be in good graces with everybody else, and she would stay with Martell. That's what people. That's what basically what it seems like. But no, everybody got mad. Oh, Tiffany and Stormy talk. Stormy has a nice compound, nice compound. I said estate. I said, okay, girl, you was making money. But we all know everybody say Stormy is well wealthy anyway. Her brand is well, so I'm not surprised that she had all this acre of land. I said that's a lot of land, girl, though. But hell, that's hers. The generation wealth, right? She had a lot of land. She had the barn, the horses, and everything. I said, man, that's too much for all the horses like that. But hey, it is what it is. She had the barn, dog, the long driveway, everything. I said, oh, all right, Stormy, go ahead, girl. So Tiffany and Stormy talk. And I said, why Tiffany is going around trying to get information and stuff like that? I said, girl, you're boring. Because you don't discuss none of y'all part of your life. And then when you don't have your home scenes with your whole husband, y'all boring as well. I said, Carlos, you need to have two more figure couples in the season next season. Oh, come on. Camille and Martell barely film with each other. The Scots is boring. We need another figure couple who's not affiliated with the Scots. Add two more couples, not one, two more. Phase out the Whitlows. We need somebody else because we need more. We can't be in the fourth season and we have the same tight ass storylines. Moving on with it. Moving on. We got tired of it. It gets up. It's getting tired. Stormy told about she was adamant on her kids, and then she changed her mind when she had a kid, and she probably wanted another one. But then after that, she wanted to do something to see. I said, okay, go Stormy, get your kids. Now, talk about kids got Tiffany on baby fever. I said, whatever, get out my face with that baby stuff. Get out my face, Tiffany. All right. So I know, yeah, Stormy shaded Destiny in a confessional for a couple. She said, girl, products in your store and everything, you barely even open. I said, okay, that's the truth, though. And then don't get mad at business like that. You barely even open. So what you doing? And Stormy told Tiffany some other information that she was not alluded to, that how Wanda came behind and trying to fight Mel and all the other stuff. And she also told Destiny, it was like, in a confessional, it's like, girl, if you could tell everybody Mel and say nothing, why you didn't say that in the store? Why you checking in the store? Why you waited to try to hold back? I said, yeah, exactly. But yeah, leave it to Destiny to tell. Yes. Yeah, Stormy was a little confusing because yes, you say you want to move forward with Destiny, but then you were shading the hell out of Destiny in the confessionals. And Destiny gonna see it. But I said I don't know when she gonna see it because she still held bit didn't realize that Mel spoke to her. And I'm saying I don't need everybody to stop acting like Mel has a loud voice. Mel's voice is soft as hell. Mel only get loud when she get upset. But she mostly talk love. Hey y'all, how you doing? Hey y'all. When you hear her lives and everything, she speaks like in a whisper. So I don't know why everybody act like Mel whisper, hey Destiny, that's how Mel talk. Hey y'all, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Hey y'all. Yeah, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm gonna do my thing. Yeah. If y'all don't believe me, go to Mel lives and stuff. Watch how she talks. She don't really raise her voice. She talk like this. Maybe she spoke louder. I said no. That's how she really always talk. She talked with a whisper. So I don't know how loud you want her to talk. Hey, Destiny! Now, what do you want her to do all that? That's not her character. She don't get like that. She speaks softly. And so she had to do the meetings and stuff like that, or conference calls, or hosting and stuff like that. But she had to project her voice a little bit louder, but she had mics, so the mic could give your voice a little higher. But other than that, she speaks softly. She don't raise her voice like that until she get upset and get angry. Then she's like, hey! And then her squeaky voice and her little squeaky voice start getting louder. So Stormy doing the commercial. She asked Tiffany to do a commercial, and Tiffany said, "Okay." I'm like, I said, "So is just Tiffany, or it's gonna be other ladies too doing it?" Because I don't know what kind of commercial you're doing that you only want to invite Tiffany. I said, "I don't want to see her in the commercial." Mm-mm. So Martell met with Quick Fletcher, and they talked, and he heard about what's going on with the thing, and Martell mentioned that he can't really go in business anymore with them. I said, all right, yeah, y'all on the same terms. So I guess what it is. I don't know what's up this makeup y'all say y'all had, but I guess they did say that like they really talk about it. They had no really issue with each other, but I realized after since that incident, they can't go in business with each other. It is what it is. So I said, all right, Martell, get your business license. Get it and work on yourself. Point blank period. And he said, Chris Fletcher was supposed to help him get another house. I said, I don't own my house. You don't have a lot of money like that. But he making money from the show. I guess whatever. He got some money. But he tried getting another house. I said, okay, cool. Whatever. So Stormy and Destiny met up again. Oh, the Scots don't have business license. They come trying to front like they do. Because I know, yeah, it was some alleged lawsuits going around. So I didn't have any details about what's going on. But yeah, I did saw. No, I didn't see the live. Somebody posted a live that Marceau trying to show us that he had a license, but they showed the license that was expired. I said, ooh, that's allegedly. Allegedly. But I said, child, don't flex when you know you don't got you in the same situations. Ooh. And then we don't see no businesses they show. I said, if y'all have all this multi-million-dollar business, where's the businesses? Where's the buildings? Let's see that. Well, not alleged. They pull business licenses, business licenses. Ooh, child. They pull business licenses, business licenses. Ooh, let's see. They won't show those businesses. Sure. Sure. Mel showed her own. She got a lot of things that she making money off of. A care line, all that stuff. I said, all right, Mel, you better do it. And she teaches. All that stuff. Yeah, they won't show her teaching. All that stuff like that. But, she have events. She shut us some her business on. But I don't see what everybody else is doing. So Destiny told Stormy nah. And I mean that allegedly won't discuss the cheating and Kiki is going off the show. And that's what I'm saying. It is. Because I said, what happened to Kiki? Y'all just throw her in there, now she's not here anymore. Now they don't discuss nothing. He go to the show. And now that's what they focus on Mel and everything. I said, oh, this is tired. Have something else going on. Because they know we wasn't care about that storyline. Because I was like, what the hell, they're trying to censor the Scots in the storyline because Mel and Martell have to film with each other? It's not tired. Now when they're together, now they make it more interesting. No. Y'all know y'all to do something else. Y'all born. Kimmy and Maurice ain't doing much. And I want to hear about his hot kitty box either. So, whatever. Yeah, and I didn't misspoke. I meant Maurice had a hot kitty box. I will keep saying that. All right, so Black. It was the Black, and Funky Dineva came through. I don't have a problem with Funky Dineva. I know he could be a bit much, so I had to take him in doses. But sometimes he got knowledge and wisdom and everything, and sometimes he could be out of control, do too much. But he came there and went in Black. Marsaw and Funky is cool. They hug out, and I know they know him because he does everything. Now I don't know why he was in Huntsville, but I do remember that he did blog through the time that he wasn't in Huntsville, and that's that. So he did show up in Black, and I remember he had to sit down with the ladies at the table and everything. So he was there. So they talked, and he was like, "What's going on?" Because Marsaw was making it seem like everything was chill, peachy, and clean over here. And I said, "Oh, that's not what I heard." So it was some mumbling going down, and it said, "Yes, it was this happened, all that stuff." And long story short, it was like he was trying to tell teacher. I said, "Listen, you know, your mom's issue. She going around talking about people on kids and stuff online, being a terror, and you're not complacent. She fights your battles, and you complacent in your side." She said, "No, that's not what it is, because you know, I don't be telling her mom to do this for me. I decided I want to do it herself." And I see like, okay, you seem like one that don't want to listen to mom. Like she will do whatever you want. She will do whatever you want. But you have the right to control yourself, Tisha. If your mom don't want to be, she don't want to listen to you, and she want to fight your battle because she want to do it, don't fight her to things. Set boundaries. Let her be known. But you don't do that. So he was like, "I'm glad that y'all cool." And he said, "Oh, well, I could tell you that you could be toxic but not be homophobic." I'm glad that you realized that you were toxic, motherfucker. But I guess you had to say it yourself, right? We all knew you was toxic, but I'm glad you said it. But why come you can't be both? You cannot be both. Why you can't be toxic, not toxic, and not homophobic? You be toxic. I was like, okay, whatever, also. But let it be known, he said he's toxic, so we all know that. So then he would say, you just shut your mom up and say, "Listen, let her mom come around." Now everybody on Twitter said, "Oh, he trying to tell Tisha to come on." I said, that's not what he said. He just said to let your mom know it's like she can't come around anymore. If she gonna keep doing this anymore means she can't come around these events with your friend group that you trying to build a relationship or trying to at least be cordial with, and she keep causing all this turmoil. She can't come around. That's what he was saying. He ain't said cut her off completely. But then again, if you got to keep your peace and your energy, if your parents is the one who causing all this disharmony, then you need to cut off a little at some point. Keep some distance. Now, Marsaw said something in the confessional. He said, "Oh, we might as well let Dr. Francis go and have fucking Dineva." Oh, he said, "Oh yeah, because he could think like a man and a woman." Those who watched that thing last night with me, I can tell you that statement was not cute. It was not even funny. Even Tisha was like, oh, okay. We know what the hell you was doing. You trying to be funny. You trying to be funny. At the end of the day, I know how much clothes that are dressing or stuff like that, being as a woman, could tell you. At the end of the day, fucking is still a man. Somebody being gay doesn't automatically qualify them to think like a woman. It is a gay man. A man. Man at the end of the day. So we can't think like a woman. Some people might have woman-like qualities, but we can't think like a woman. So the fact that you made that little statement, say you're not homophobic, but made a little homophobic kind of slur, like a little slight jab like that, I said that's dumb and stupid. Oh, so that's what you think a gay man is? That you could think like a woman? And not only that, he slowly said that to Dr. Francis. Like he didn't say Dr. Francis was gay, but he did say Dr. Francis think like a woman too. That he'll understand that. I said why? Because you don't agree with what they say. They had to think like a woman. Yeah. Yeah, but that statement I'm also added like that. I would say, okay, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Funky. Like Funky's not bad, but at the end of the day, he does too much at times. But to say that, he can think like a man and I said, yeah, I'm also whatever. And that's basically what's the last thing of it, of that happening. So we'll see next week. You're gonna tell that Tisha was gonna make excuses and everything. Now, granted, y'all, yes, Wanda did an interview with Scotty and everything, and then I see it because I don't care. I don't care about Wanda. So when they mentioned that they was gonna sit down with her, I said, okay, I'm not watching it. But yeah, Wanda had plenty of time, and she was trying to lie, say that she wasn't talk about the living kid. She would talk about the one that Martel would talk about the one that Melody gave away. Hello, got rid of. I said no, that's not what you said. Because on the show itself, you would talk about the baby. You said I got a picture because that baby looks just like that. Show us like you got a DNA test. So now you're trying to make us feel like you would talk about the one that Martel would talk about. I said no, you was not talking about that, girl. So you would try to backtrack. No, Wanda, you said what you said. You said what you said. And the fact that you try to get physical, I said, hell no. It was one cute and gays when you try to be around now. I don't get it. Everybody says it's funny, but I don't find her funny anymore. I find her aggravating and annoying. Aggravating and annoying. She's doing way too much. Got too big of a head, and everybody bigging this good lady up like she's something. She is ignorant, aggravating, and annoying. And I don't got time for that. So I'm not getting that energy. Stop having her around. Stop having her around. Get somebody else. All because she teaches mom. I said, so teach her mom, she get exempt of being ridiculed, get exempt of being cursed out, get exempt. Like, what we doing here? You act like teachers are freaking 6 years old. That is 40-something years old. Back up and get a backbone. Get a backbone, girl. Grow up. Well, you should just stick up to your husband. Oh, well. And then next week, oh, I didn't ever see you like that. I'm a danger man. I said, no way. You don't bust a fake group. You can't even bust a great. So you ain't no dangerous man. I'm also sit down. Like you a terror that you are dangerous. I said, ooh, he dangerous, y'all. He dangerous. No, whatever. All right, let's move on. I'm tired of them. Any last thoughts to love of Marriage Huntsville? Looking for Potomac, y'all. Let's get into it. All right, I'm gonna share my notes that I typed up because when I watched the episode last Sunday, I typed it on Discord. I ain't rolling in my book, so I'm gonna put my notes up here and share them. We're gonna discuss it. Let me get this out. After Scott's and Wanda, Destiny can go. That's what I'm saying. Get over them. I'm tired of them. All right, we'll have a Potomac, y'all. Let's get into this. You know, one of my favorite Potomac franchise, well, Housewife franchise is back for season 7, and the opener was good. They all the ladies show up and show out and earn they deserve grades of an A. They showed out. They did what they need to do. Now we'll see how I feel about the rest of the season, but we'll see how it goes. That's it. All right, so it was a sit down with Ashley, Karen, Giselle, and Robin. They were talking about Mia Twitter posts. Okay. I don't really care for Mia. I really don't. But I don't play, and I no judge anyone who want to post something about the health scare. So I'm not going to sit here saying that. I said it was different, and I'm with Karen. It was different, and I will not take that approach. I will not take that approach of going online and discussing my health thing. Nah, that's not happening. But I do understand that some people does do that, especially as your social media. When we tell people that they should keep this to themselves, but they go post it out anyway, and that's for me a thing. The only thing about it is that yes, it was confusing post that she posted one way and this that. I said, so what's going on, Maria? So whether she was craving attention or not, that's on Mia and Mia alone. Let's hit her out. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't care if I'm Mia, but at the same time, I don't mess around with anybody who mentioned about they have a big C scare. Because that's nothing to joke about. I would hope that she wouldn't joke about that either. And I don't think she was, because when she told a big F you to Giselle at the end, I said, oh girl. Ooh, I felt that. But so that's what it is. Now, when you believed it, oh well, yeah, her post was confusing. It was. When I read that post, I said, okay, girl, so did you have it or not? And she explained it. That's it. I won't take that approach. At the same time, I'm not going to go around and say she paid attention. But we do know Mia does like the post. She does like the post. Ever since last season, she kept posting all the time. So maybe it could be slight one, but not the big C scare post. But Mia has a habit of posting things. You could tell recently she been posting about Jacqueline, and that was tacky. Now, Mia, I don't know what's going on with you, your best friend here. We didn't even get to introduce this girl quite enough for you to post some video about her having an altercation with her husband. I said, why it was you to post that, and why you posted it, and who gave you that video anyway? And what happened when you were Jacqueline when you needed to post this up like that? I was like, girl, that was tacky. Now that I don't like for Mia from doing. I don't like that at all. I said, Mia, get out my face. No matter what Jacqueline and her husband was going through, and yes, I don't condone DV. Better than that, it was not for you to share this out in the world like that. And I know Jacqueline responded and stuff like that. But I was like, damn, can we get the season? We can introduce the lady first before you put this out there? So now everybody might have a tarnish. I don't know. That's why I said sometimes I say, y'all can't be posting stuff like that. Like, calm down. The season start. Let us gradually get to these people. before you start posting stuff already. So what y'all thought about me and post? Because I know we all saw that post. What's your thoughts? But other than that, let's hear it out like Cameron said. So they got to Ashley about her freaking separation from Michael. And yeah, we all found out on social media that she was separated from Michael. You know, Ashley getting her goof there because, you know, she do a lot of TikToks. She do a lot of things to get her body back, dressing them back to herself. I said, okay, Ashley, okay, whatever, girl. I'm doing it, whatever. Still, you know, I feel like that, but still. But she doing her. And I like her better more before she was with Michael. When she was with Michael, she was doing the most. And yes, we got introduced with her marriage with Michael, but then he started doing stupid stuff, and then she started defending his freaking actions, and it's like, okay, whatever, action. Now I'll see where it's going, and I don't like that kind of action. So she's not sexually compatible anymore with him. He want to continue to do the threesomes and stuff like that. When he first met Ashley, they was doing that a lot. I said, yeah, he was an old damn coon, ace boon. He was an old coon who really lived his life. So he want to have fun. And he had a girl that he thought was a fun time girl who does threesomes with. They can sleep together, sleep with women together, and all stuff like that. But Ashley had 2 kids and she didn't want that. She wanted monogamously. And they said, no, y'all never started monogamous, and he's not going to end to start being monogamous. He's going to continue what he's doing. So eventually the divorce going to happen and she's not drinking anymore. So they would say, you get a divorce because you're not drinking anymore? She said, no. It was a bunch of other things. But then she said she buying a house with Michael and she going to put it in an LLC, like a business. And then she think that she's not going to have a massive divorce like everybody making her seem. Like she going to think she's going to have an amicable divorce. I said, girl. I said, you don't think he could be vindictive? I said, girl, when a guy who has money like that, and dating a younger woman, whatever, dating a woman, and he has assets, you don't think their primary goal is to protect their own assets to anyone? And you don't think he can be nasty? Girl, he basically kick you out the figure condo you had and have you live with someone else. Basically kick you out. So he controls the money. And he knows that. And Ashley's saying that right there because we know that she does. Because she don't have no money right now. Well, no, she's in the show, but still. With the money, everything, Michael pays for everything. So if the business is good for her for to get that house in the LLC, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all business savvy people, y'all can tell me. It would probably be a better move for her. But they said, why you would get a house and buy a house with him and he's staying? So I was like, Robin boo. Robin, come listen, Robin boo. Robin, with the whole divorce, you had a whole divorce. You stayed in the house with Juan with 2 kids and still sleeping in the bed with him while being divorced. And none of us gonna understand why the hell you going through all this. Come to find out you felt guilty about blowing his money away or making a bad investment. That's when we find out later on. That's why you was doing all this. Because we was like the light of us trying to figure out why the hell you stay in the house with him. For you to sit here to judge Ashley, when Ashley judged you too, but you know, y'all judge each other, so that's what it is. She ain't gonna have that divorce because ain't he giving her a thing? That first wife got hers, yeah. For well, that's what I'm saying. Michael's stingy with his money, you can tell. Especially he control everything. He's not giving her jack. Now if it is, try and get whatever out of. I don't want to believe Ashley's dumb. And then I think she's not dumb, and I think she's smart too, but I was like, and he was sleeping around. Yes. Juan was cheating, sleeping around, and you stayed in the whole house with him, still in the same bed, still having sex with him and everything, while after divorce. For you to sit here and try to say, oh, I would not be in the house with getting no house with him, man. I said, well, you probably didn't buy the house, but you stayed in the whole house with him, or whole apartment. It's the same thing, girl. So after you decided to do that, you did the same thing. And Giselle, you went back and forth a couple times with Jamal Bryant. How easy I forget your own little upbringings. Okay, whatever. And I would say, Robin, okay, Robin, you try to be a little judgy when you was going through the whole same thing as Ashley. Okay. So Karen want to have a spring into spring party. All right, so that's that. Nothing else to say about that. Candace is thinking about having a kid soon, and she want to freeze her egg. So she want to freeze her egg, gotta get fertilized and stuff like that. And he moved into her house after his European fiance left. Oh yeah, went back with her on Robin, right? Mm-hmm. So Candace want to free her eggs, and she want to have a baby soon. And she knows she's busy and everything, but one day she's relaxed, she gonna settle down, and she want to have a kid, which is fine. But she has an issue that Chris is working a lot because he's a general manager at a hotel restaurant in the rooftop, and she realized she didn't have him sign the post now. Everything LNC thing being actually ain't looking too good. Ooh. Oh yeah, Ashley prenup is expiring on the void because remember when they extended the prenup from 3 years to 5 years, they supposed to get that divorce within that time, or at least get separated within that time to get that prenup, get that agreement. But she said it was some language that he put on there that made it crazy and stuff like that. And now she realized that maybe he could be vindictive, and now she's trying to set something up for her kids. So maybe this LLC could be a good thing for her. Whatever. But I was saying, girl, so we've been married for 8 years, and now the prenup is null and void. It's not a fact. I said, yeah, because I remember they put a timestamp on it, and I was going online researching the prenups, and they said prenup never expires unless you put a stipulation on it. For girl, now you can't have the prenup anymore. I said, girl, why you didn't revisit that when almost the 5 years got up? Chill. But no. She thought they would be happy forever after. Okay. Well, that was up to. So yes, Katie was like, "You're a general manager. As a general manager of a hotel, rooftop, whatever he is, because before he got, I guess the restaurant closed down due to Panorama, so that he been doing online cooking classes and stuff like that, and he still been working. He was a broke bum, like everybody can see like he was, and now he's general manager. And when you was general manager in a hotel, restaurant, stuff like that, you work long hours. And you're not the owner, you still got to work under someone, so you can work a long hours to get things going. So can he have a consistent schedule? I don't know. He can't be consistent because you never know what it is as a general manager. Things could be done. So either he might have to find another job to have a set schedule, or he just continue doing his online classes and stuff like that. But he making money, general manager. So I said, Candace, but you're a single yourself, girl. So I guess when the ejections, you might have to work around and see if he can't be around, have somebody else who do ejections for you, something like that. I don't know. He's not consistent with schedule because he's your manager. And they're going back and forth, back and forth. She said, if you curse at me one more time, I said, yeah, I love cursing at each other. So I don't know what you have been thinking I can use so if you can shock that he cursed. You curse too, girl. Maybe that's how they do their relationship, because it seems like they still hot and heavy for each other, even though they be cursing each other out. Yeah. And some couples drives in the hot cursing each other out. I don't know what y'all do that, but some people drives on that. So Robin want a prenup because now she's making the money. Now she's the breadwinner. And Robin said, he ain't getting my goddamn money. And Robin said, listen. Oh, no, I forgot. I clipped the whole little line with Robin and Cherish. That's why I didn't care for Cherish. Cherish is back, y'all, as a fan of the show. Do you like Cherish? Cherish is back. She met with Robin, and Robin said, Cherish is the real Grand Dame of Potomac. I said, no. Karen crowned herself with the Grand Dame. Karen is the Grand Dame. Yes, Cherish is the glue to the show because, yes, well, the ladies will not be here. And she always been around. So, you know, Cherish always been around. She just wasn't been filmed like that. But, we can't put it like that. So, Robin said she has no plate of dance for the wedding. I said, I don't know. They got the marriage license, so I guess get the marriage license and the call it a day. Because I don't think she will another wedding. That is what it is. Yeah, so now she want to prenup. And Robin says she don't think she deserves half of anyone's money. That's her philosophy. And it's a debate whole thing that people say, oh, yes, you deserve half. Some people say, no, I'll say this. Whatever money you make before, I like Cherish. She's the actual grand dame and she allows Robin to be herself. Yeah. I don't hate Cherish. I don't like her either. But it is what it is. I'm neutral with Cherish. I could take her, give it, whatever. But I know she always been around. Is she actually grand dame? Yeah, she's a center and everything. But, you know, Karen's going to be the call herself the grand dame. So I'm going to keep going with Karen the grand dame. And she allowed Robin to be herself. Yeah, Robin could be herself. Robin is good when she by herself, but when she with her freaking minion, Giselle, they do too much. Let me see. I said, why we get the marriage license and you don't have to go to another wedding? I can tell you I want to pay for no other wedding, whatever it is. But she want to prenup. I said, whatever money you make before the marriage, that should be your own money. The money y'all make together as a couple, then I feel like if y'all get divorced, y'all should split that half and half. Oh, yeah, if you don't believe that, get a stipulation, put a clause in your fingerprint up, and y'all call it a day. That's what it is. It depends on the couple. But I feel like if you whatever y'all make in a relationship together as a married couple, yeah, you should split that. But Robin said when she got when Juan was making the most money and he was basketball player and stuff like that, she signed a prenup and she didn't even deserve half his money. And I said the reason why you didn't deserve half his money because you had your own money, Robin. You moved privilege, and people forget that Robin was a privileged girl. She wasn't broke. She was privileged. She grew up just like Candace. Maybe I forget that, huh? Robin was not a freaking poor, grew up struggle type of story. Robin always had money. So that's why I don't think she deserved it, because she didn't need it. Or now she don't think she wanted it. Whatever. What I put there? What was edited? Oh, that was from Discord. Never mind. So Mia moves to Potomac. She's down the street from Grand Dame herself. Karen. Yeah, she grew up in privilege and gave that privilege to Juan as well. Exactly. She grew up privileged. And yeah, they took Juan in. So that's what they had this whole history together. The parents basically raised Juan. And then when she blew all that money, I said, child, now Juan got all this money. And I said, girl, I at least pay the money to back. At least pay them God the money that you lost. I don't know how much money it was. I forgot the cost was it. But at least pay him back that money. And then whatever happens. But at least pay that money back. So Bia moved down to Potomac. She down for Karen. And when they split, mad money was being spent by Juan on his slides when she had 2 kids and he wasn't there. Oh yeah, I know Juan wasn't there. That's all I don't understand why the fuck she wasn't trying to rekindle this shit with him anyway now. And that's why I don't know why she trying to work on having a third kid with him either. I said, no, if he wasn't there for the first 2, and we're not trying on doing trail ever with a third kid. No, hell to no. So I understand she want to protect her money. Hey, I guess I didn't want like Robin mentality. Oh, she don't want to deserve half of my money. Can't everyone with Robin. Yeah. So Karen had talked to Mia and warned her that the lady's gonna have some questions. Mia said, "I don't care. I'm transparent." I said, "Okay, girl, keep that transparency." And she said she had a few lumps. I saw maybe that lumps because remember last season, Mia told her she had all these surgeries, elective surgeries, the Botox, the tummy, the thing, the lips, everything. She had all that done. I said, "Then you try to build a plastic of yourself, girl?" So I said maybe some of the stuff was complication. They got a few lumps in her body, and that became complication that made it look like it was a big C, but it wasn't. All right. So I said, "Dad, calm down with the surgery. Then you probably don't really have a scare. Maybe that could be a possibility why she had the scare." Let me see. And she went through testing, and she waited for the results. And we see that Karen got a little lift, and she called Tiff and Fee. So Karen got her little boobs lifted. She didn't get cut off. She just got lifted because she don't want to have the girl sagging when she been over. She want to have to lift it up. And she said, "How they feel about that?" He said, "I really like the city, but I think she said he more worried about other people liking it than him." I said, "Oh, chill, girl, Kevin grown." How Kevin was when she first started, how Kevin is now. I said, "Girl, Kevin trying to get a little good that. She trying to do all stuff like that, make her money and everything." So she called her Tiffany. Okay. Kevin told me like, "Be careful." Questioning it. She said, "Okay, I'm gonna be transparent." Wendy for 4 degrees. Went to see Peter Thomas. Now I'm not knocking Wendy hustle, but I said, Wendy, when you hustling is trying to overextend yourself and you don't have time for family and stuff like that, and it causes strain in your marriage, you may want to slow down. Didn't she have the boobs done season 2? I don't remember, but I know it's perking heavy right now. Wendy she still do professorships. She still she write her book. She still selling the candles. I said, okay. I know she was a political analyst, political analyst, but I think she stopped doing that. So she's still doing teaching, and she still has the candles and the book. So she working hard, and she's in the show Housewives, everything. So it's been herself then. Now she want to do a restaurant business and get a restaurant on with Peter, and I don't know how successful his businesses are, and I mean, I don't care, but he said he will put up most of his money up for this, and she will only get 20%, and he will get 80%, and you're not gonna get no investment within the first 2 years of that because it's hard. And she had this idea that she want to have like a chic library thing, and that two kids could have the thing at 2 or 4. And I agree with Peter. I said, I ain't going to no club and no bar and I see some kids at 2 or 4 in the lounge. I want to get away from them. Now, if you want to have a little cafe, a coffee cafe shop or something like that, and then the ladies want to bring their kids and they have a little section for them, and then you go sit there and have your little kiki with your girlfriends, you can do that. But not no freaking lounge and bar. I'm not no grown adult trying to see no kids there. I know I'm talking a lot, y'all. Oh, Chris, yes. Chris knows a lot about wrestling. Why don't partner with him? It's not only gonna be 3 hours, y'all. Let me get past. Okay, so almost done, y'all. Almost done. All right, so yeah. So you gotta put up with $300. She said $300. Mm-hmm. I might have to talk to Eddie. I said you better flip that, put it in reverse it, and try to get something going on, girl. But I said Eddie really have enough. I said, then you trying to do business, wrestling business, and then you don't research what you going into business. Kim had to tell you everything about the candle business. Yeah, kind of like a cafe. That's if you want to do something like that. Because I know they do have stuff what Wendy was talking about. But I say, as a me, I would not go to a bar and see some freaking kid at 2 or 4 o'clock when I'm on the brunch and trying to have a good time with my friends. Nah, I don't want to see no kids. Nah, I ain't coming in for that. I will walk right out. I said, nah, I ain't. Now, a cafe, I see a different story. Wow, I'm on Discord. You're such a messy mess. Yeah, so after my freaking the Mo review, if y'all want to watch Potomac together, because I gotta do that review tonight, we can watch that Discord. But I'll probably be late after my review. So yeah, up with me, we watch it together. The second episode. Oh, what up to? So I said, Wendy, okay, whatever, girl, if you're gonna do it, but be prepared with Eddie. Because I said, poor Eddie. He look like he's stressed. And I know he wants to support Wendy, but I said, damn, Wendy, I mean, understand to get your bag, girl. I'm not knocking you getting your bag, girl. But gosh, don't stress yourself too thin. It's too much. Especially with restaurant business, you got to put a lot of effort on that. Especially when you get your investment. And you want to have your investment. So, girl, do a cafe style. Do it that way. Maybe that would be the way. So as she talking her feelings about the finance after the divorce, she didn't get a lawyer. I said, girl, you need to get a lawyer. Stop putting everything on Michael. He gonna manipulate you. So you need to get a lawyer to make sure you get your own benefits. If you don't have Michael taking control of everything, it's gonna be his benefits. So stop that. I agree with Uncle Lump. Get a lawyer. And the house will be under their name. Okay, go. Okay. Candy. What the hell am I saying? Karen sent an invitation to the ladies, and Giselle was looking at different outfits. The girl was really Giselle down. I like her daughters. Her daughter said, my name, not that. That's not that. They sat on the floor with guys. She said, that looked like more swinging. I said, what the hell? I said, oh, Giselle. Oh, poor girl. And I'm not a big fashionista myself, or fashion guru myself, but damn. Child, go somewhere that gets trying. If you don't know, go to a store that can style you or something. You got the money. But then again, who the hell you get style as a style? Look at different outfits. I said, Giselle said Ashley's not getting a house. Giselle said, I hope Ashley's not getting a house with Michael. And Cameron thinks that she's getting what she wants. So Cameron thinks that Ashley's setting things that she get what she needs to get for the divorce. And maybe that's what she wants. And maybe get a house that could secure the house for her kids. And everything. And I said, that's good, that's cool. But Giselle don't think so. So Giselle shaded. She said, oh, Robin's name is under the house. Robin's house right now is under her own name. I said, you just slipped that right in there. Huh. I would say, okay, you just throw Robin's business out there like that. I said, okay, at least the ownership is under Robin's name. So if anything happened, Robin have her own house with her own 2 boys. Hey, no knocking it. So she got to be separated from Michael in the state of Virginia. She got to be separated from him for a year before she can actually get divorced. Again, the house with LLC with Michael. Oh, that's what Giselle mentioned about that. Juan's name is not on the deed of the house. It was only Robin. And so she woke up and have a CC craving for Michael. I said, oh, not the visuals. And she said, did she go? She said, no. She said, yes, because you got to really actually be separated. If you go step back and do that, it resets this time. So don't do it. You better get your freaking another male mate to get to scratch that cooch, or get a little toy. Actually, don't do it. So Candace was happy. She said she would have throw a whole party if Ashley divorced there. Because I say, all right, Candace and Ashley, when they knew each other for a while. And I don't think Candy, Ashley, I think they all was cool with each other until Ashley with Michael and started doing that dumb stuff. So that's what Candace didn't really like her from there. But I think Candace and Ashley always was cool with each other. I don't know why, but that's what it is. They've always been cool with each other. And now we see they're gonna be more cool in this season. Now I don't know why we cool after she did what she did with that Monique things, but point big pivot, I want to be with her. But that's what it is. But Katie Ashley always had been cool. And as soon as you got that nasty gloving ass husband, and that's when their friendship went downhill. Oh yeah, I heard the rumors that she got a number for someone, a guy from Southern Homes. Yes, and that's what I think. I think Candace always liked Ashley. She didn't like how Ashley always defended her freaking ass grabbing husband. And that's how Candace always issued with Ashley. And from there, that's when their friendship took a sour turn. But Candace never really disliked Ashley. And I don't think Ashley never disliked Candace. And she just ain't like the husband that she was with. So now they being cool. I said, we'll see how that goes. So she was the whole party with her. And I'm so happy to see Skylar. Because I was like, where's Skylar? And I'm so happy she was there. And everything. So I saw Skylar. So, and I don't like Giselle, but I was here with Giselle when Wendy was trying to go hug her. I said, Wendy, what's up with that? Wendy. So Wendy said, I see Giselle, let me go say hi. Hey, Giselle. Giselle said, you better back the hell up. You talk about one mad crash junk with me last season, and now you want to give me a hug. I'm good. Hey, hi. I just went hi. I said, yeah, hi. I want to be Wendy, you was doing the one. You pick up your face for that. Girl, you shouldn't do that. Now, Wendy, Giselle, she was coming after you was trying to shame her and saying that she got her body done because it was some freaking issue with her marriage with Eddie. And that's when she came at you. So she let you down because how you was coming after her. But Wendy, girl, because you and Giselle is not cool, why the fuck you think you should give her a hug? Then I was being fake. And I was with Giselle at that. I said, Wendy, come on now. You know you don't rock with that girl like that. But you want to be her friend so bad, badly? Yeah. Giselle does the same thing sometimes. Yeah. And well, you expect that for Giselle, because Giselle always gonna be Giselle. She talk about you behind your back and then be fake funny like that. But she don't. But I ain't like the one them. I said, Wendy, don't do that. Don't ever again try to be hugging on Giselle. Just say, hey, Giselle, my. She goes you in the face. She's like, girl, get out of my face. And they're so wars. Yes, they are. But Giselle shades you too. So Giselle can be trusted. She shows you can't be trusted. So I don't know why those ladies still put on rose-colored glasses and calling to Giselle. She can't be trusted. And she will try every season so far. She's trying each relationship. Right now, this season will be Candace and freaking Chris. Last year was Wendy and Eddie. So she tries everyone. One season, Monique and Chris. So, she go after everybody. Nobody's unturned. Untouched. So lastly, Giselle was like, she saw Mia. Mia didn't get a chance to calm down, settle down. Oh, this what a big C don't look like? This what big C or no big C don't look like? I said, oh, really? That's how you dress the girl? I call Big C because I want to say the name because, it's a touchy subject. So this is what Big C and no Big C look like? I said, so that's how you going to introduce the girl? So now you ready to put on edge. Because you came at her for feeling all wrong. So she said, I was thinking at the post you was trying to get attention and everything. And Karen agreed with me. I said, don't try to throw Karen the bus. Karen didn't agree with you. Karen said it's different and she wouldn't do that. But she said, let's hear her out. Before you make a decision that she was automatic attention seeking. Like I said, yes, Mia do like to post a lot. So it could be attention seeking in a lot of other ways. But I would not think that maybe this is one of the points that she felt scared and she felt nervous and she went on social media to express her opinion out. Some people do that. I wouldn't do that. But she did that. So I'm going to say, give me a benefit of that and let's send her out. And she said, yes, I called a doctor. The doctor told me I may have lymphoma, so I went to get a testing. So if you think I made that post for attention, F you. Fuck you, Giselle. And I said, ooh. Now, I don't really like Mia, but then, like I said, her post was a little confusing, but at the same time, I would not go that far. I would like to hear her out. And yes, next week, everybody, Robert said, I don't know why everybody said like Reed and Rob was the only one. I said yes. Maybe other cast members or everybody was looking at the post or suspicious. But like Candace said, it's like we have opinions, so we could tie our opinions about it. It's like how you approached her about it. That's the issue. You approached her all wrong. But Giselle get things started. That's how Giselle is. So whatever. Now you should have thrown a drink like you was trying to throw a drink on Mia's face, on Wendy's face. And that's how you get the freaking premiere started. I said, oh, but trying to throw something at Giselle, you get crucified. I don't know what's going on. Giselle safe, sanctified, protected in this show. But I would wish you would have thrown a freaking drink on her freaking face. Oh, you think my cancer was a freaking attention seeker? F you, bitch. Fuck out of here. We would have had a freaking fighting moment in the freaking premiere episode. I would douse a whole drink on her face. But that was you want to throw a drink of Wendy, why not Giselle? Shit. But whatever. That was what Hopper told me. Like I said, it was good. It was a good premiere. All the ladies bought it. Oh yeah. Sharice hugged Karen. They had like the same outfit. One was in pink, one was purple. Karen was purple. Sharice was pink. And Sharice said, I'm doing this thing because I got one like a benefits and everything and all that sort of thing. It's cool. And most of the time while she wasn't on Potomac, because I think she would have still stayed, is that the divorce that they with Eddie and stuff. I don't think he wanted much stuff to be shown. So I guess she had to be off the show for a while. That's what she did think. And now she said she got the Mew Mew Pew Pew voice. That's what the Mew Mew Pew Pew voice, that's how she talks. So talk like a Mew Mew Pew Pew, that's what Sharice talk like. But that was Potomac, y'all. So, tomorrow I'll premiere the second episode of Potomac review. Tonight I'll go watch the episode and do my review on it and everything. Yes, y'all. Oh my gosh, almost 3 minutes, 3 hours. Child, y'all gotta say, Missy, y'all gotta stop talking. Y'all gotta tell me that. But no, I can't. It's for shows. Like I give y'all all the tea, all the stuff going on. Oh yes. So lastly, it's going around. It's going around about Monique Samuels and Chris. It might be it's separating, alleged separating. I go say alleged because I don't know where I got the sources at. That's what I was told, so I got to read it up myself, and then we'll discuss it the next time. But allegedly it's separating, and that's that. But I'm not saying I'm big surprised on that. It's because how their relationship is. Got to the point, they had 3 kids. She just posted a picture with him and her ring. Oh, so they're not getting. That's what I say alleged, because that's what they're going around. Maybe they saying on that. Yeah, very odd that people reported it, but now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go around saying that it is happening. I'm just saying it's allegedly it's going around that she is separating from Chris. But I was like, we'll see how that goes. Maybe it was a scare. Maybe it was a little thing at some moment, and then they decided, you know what, we worked this out. But that's what's going around, y'all. So y'all see that. Let's wait for confirmation from the couples herself or something, and more concrete before we spread it around like that, and see what's going on. Because I don't know. praying for nobody's demise. Relationship. Even though I don't really like Monique and how she handled things, I don't want her relationship to be going off and down like that. Try to make it work as much as you can. All right, so that was my review of Mr. Talk. So don't forget, 10 o'clock tonight after the panel will be the Mo to talk. We're going to talk all about the Mo and how we feel about the missions, about all that stuff. Tonight talk a little bit about the Mo. So giving me, hope y'all all watch it. I announced it to y'all. I will go talk about it today. And hope y'all all watch the show, the episode. So we got some things to discuss about the Mo. Got some theories to talk about and everything. So that's the Mo. Don't forget, next Saturday, Mizzle Talks will be Cherish the Day, Fiancé, Never Marriage Huntsville, and we'll talk about the last 2 episodes of the Mo. Premiere tomorrow will be the 2nd episode of Potomac. A premiere. Remember, premiere means it's not live. It means I pre-recorded and then we watch my pre-recorded together and make comment section. It will be around 8 o'clock, 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow. And tomorrow, no, it will be all episodes up until all the episodes of the Mo tonight. And then next Sunday, we're going to discuss the last 2 episodes. So all the episodes will be discussed tonight. And I condense it in the review. It's like that. But we will have a discussion. So if y'all watch the Mo with me, let's come together tonight and watch it. And after the review of the Mo, I will get on Discord and watch the latest episode of Potomac. And then that night, I'll be pre-recorded. And upload it or something like that. That's it. But I appreciate everyone love and support and everyone. And then one of the rest of my family, let them know. I said, where y'all been? Dominique, all that stuff. Where y'all been? What's going on? Dominique came in there. So appreciate, love you, Dominique. CM, thank you so much. Jada, where's Brittany at? Brittany probably working. Brittany, Auntie Momo, all y'all, appreciate y'all love and support coming through. Don't forget, 8:30, after we had like 2 weeks off, if the panels be back tonight. And we're going to discuss some topics. It's not much. It's not a lot. We're going to discuss some topics. And after the panel, it's the Mo. And that's that. So appreciate all y'all. Everything. And also the lineup of my future on the channel, I posted on Discord. I pinned it. So if y'all want to get a head start of some of the stuff that we're going to talk about, so y'all be ready, prepared when I do my review. Y'all be ready. See, I know. I posted on Discord. All right. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hope I see y'all later on. And peace out. The replay game. Appreciate y'all. Y'all want to say something? Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below. Yeah, interact with my comment section. I don't really get people really say nothing in my comment section and stuff like that. So I want to see how y'all feel like that. And share this out as well. Twitter. Appreciate y'all supporting and watching. Hope y'all enjoy. Come over, switch over to YouTube and subscribe and join the chat next time. All right. Until further ado, love y'all and peace out. All right, peace out.